Welcome to the Boston Ray Mud Flood Adventure Show. It's been so long since this old world cement was stone, since they invented televisions and phones and all the staged events that have yet to make a dent in the dome. Dent in the dome, man, I'm mentally prone to defend things to me, I've sentimentality grown. Used to ways in which I found truth through the ground zero soil in which my roots grew. If this is something that you're not used to, then take out your earbuds and lose the Bluetooth. This ain't a fashion model runway competition, sitting with hover hemming, grinning all cringe at the skeletons of the wealthy, unhealthy slim, picking Z's. Y'all need to get the shit in gear and pull them stick shiftings out of the park positions, burning asphalt and cement institutes a lot of friction. Gotta stick with a lot of pistons on a mission to spot a quick come up. Mr. Hit a lick from sundown to sun up. Mr. Talk a lot of shit, but don't have the grit to fire a live round from the gun sucked. Mr. Drunk is a skunk, everyone a punk, but when the shit hits the fan, better make sure it's plugged. Yeah, plugged in like some kid on a 3-year drug binge, becoming unhinged, influenced by thug friends, and one stint that he served in the county jail, with a no-nonsense attitude that's no fail, but no weight on his frame so frail. Old stale thoughts float flannel through a network of written language with no braille. For those who are spiritually blinded, I pretty much just described in as little words as possible, avoiding all obstacles, call lots of bullshit and nonsense, call through all the stops in, bumping Hobson from Black Swan to Boston, and back over to the left coast in Compton. This is the Boston Ray. Boston Ray. Mud flood. Flood. Oh, adventure spitting them words, it's intrinsic. The way we've been tricked by the adrenochrome sipping from kids tripped out of their eye sockets, extracted from the pupil. All seeing eye around your neck, wrap the noose pull. Not trying to throw you off course, only being useful in providing the logical. This form of information about the way the United Nations has divided nations and supplied the nations with unsurvivable situations. I sit for days in a raised tent, used to pray when I felt the need to speak to Jesus, felt the teeth pinch of the devil's rejects. Whoever he is, he was, or he's been, came here to kill, steal, and destroy forever heathen. Better we win on the spiritual level, spirit over heathen than the physical, cause it's invisible, yet controls all the living souls. I've been giving wholehearted advice to those with ears, those whose non-biased clear, either through violence and fear, a couple Miller High Lifes and tears. Time is right here, yet so far away, far away. Ladies and gentlemen, I may be on that marijuana pot's hit again, and it's not Ritalin. They've been caught fiddling with the wrong citizen. This has been the Boston Ray MFA. Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
Uostarosta.
Huh.
Uostarosta.
What's he doing? That's odd. I'm sure I can fix it. I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know I'm friends with all those women out there. Woo! All the ladies in the house, throw your hands in the air. Woo! Yo, this smack I'm flipping could send me back to prison, but my cash is tapped and I owe that back rent again. So I'm selling crack, even though it isn't legitimate. Lord forgive me, even though I know I'm a sin again. My rap's so cold, my flow is frozen again. When I get to spitting, it snows in Michigan. Overdosing off that Flint water. When I swim, my tongue explodes from those carcinogens, and then my lungs implode from no oxygen in them. Looking like I got toxic shock syndrome. Mockingjay when she plays the gunshot victim. I got sick when the liquor store sold me food. Drop that soap, girl, you know I'm broken your boots. Dripping sweat, getting wet, we eloping in nude. Better hope I don't rip open your fallopian tube. You better hope I don't rip open your fallopian tube. Yo, I don't trust these masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. Yo, you just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling, homo sapien. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling, homo sapien. You just a little homo sapien. Yo, you just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling. Shit's going bad, just know that we will go back in a nanosecond, hopefully. You listen to this fast and this slow to speak. Only wish that I could grow some wings like Jenna and fly so far away. In my park car, my radio starts to play. In a bar, spitting bars, sipping Chardonnay till the wheels fall off. Yo, we just lost the brake. Stop for a DUI and got locked away. We're drunk from alcohol and we got the shakes. I had to let, oh boy, he just lost the case. Technology got destroyed and they lost the taste. But you still believe in moon rock they brought from space? Yeah, that they brought from space. Yo, I don't trust these masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. Lies. I don't trust no masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling, homo sapien. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling, homo sapien, homo sapien, homo sapien, vaping, inhaling. You're just a homo sapien. It's so hard to win when it's so hard to lose. Yo, it's so easy to lose when it's hard to win. It's so hard to win when it's so easy to lose. It's so easy to lose when it's hard to win. Yo, I don't trust these masons who've been placed in these high places. Why? Cause I know these masons wanna see me placed inside these cages. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling, homo sapien. You just a homo sapien, baby, just a lonely homo sapien. You just a dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling, homo sapien. Dick raping, baby, alien vaping, inhaling, homo sapien. You just a date. Space is fake.
Curves, horizontal lines. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and you go, wow, he's in space. Look at that. No, he's not.
We know the earth is flat, school's teaching the wrong things, so you call on the king cause truth we race. Emergency landings, infrared cameras, we can see too far, and they don't have answers. Globies wanna battle, I pity the fool. My nickname was Professor in high school, schooling the teachers with no delay. I may have slept through class, but I always got an A. Ships disappear due to perspective, just like the sun and the moon do. It doesn't take a detective. Once you go flat, you won't ever go back. Lift the veil of deception, and you'll see the globe is whack. Lift the veil of deception, and you'll see the globe is whack. Lift the veil of deception, and you'll see the globe is whack.
What you gonna do about it? We thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? We're the center, the sun and moon moves around us, yeah. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? We thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? We're the center, the sun and moon moves around us, yeah. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? We thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? We're the center, the sun and moon moves around us, yeah. We're the hard edge of flat earth. I know you wanna laugh and traverse around the globe and back first. And the truth hurts, I shoot first. New earth ain't a damn planet. Don't worship statues made of granite. It's a main, ain't it? The main vanished in the sailor fan, damn it. Glad as a pancake. Your mama loves my man steak. Your nickname is Spam Flake. I love a good clam bake. How much can a man take? I'm from Boston, I brought the sauce, it's awesome. Rye rust tossing it more often than not, then leave you hawking and coughing. People stopping and watching, get the fuck off our block, man. What is their problem? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? You thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? We're the center, the sun and moon moves around us, yeah. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? We thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? We're the center, the sun and moon moves around us, yeah. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? We thought you knew about it. We thought you knew about it. We're the center, the sun and moon moves around us, yeah.
Let's get it.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the mud zone.
Spooky.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Was that a party here?
Ho, ho, ho.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Imagine yourself in all it contains, in all its glory, and Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no lying to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farm.
Oh, a real country breakfast, the best you ever tried. Pick up some Flat Earth Farm breakfast Bud Bites.
Flat Earth Farms Breakfast Bud Bites. Made with the best cuts of bud. Just like at home. Packed full of fresh country flavor. From the skillet to your plate. Tasty breakfast Bud Bites.
Tasty breakfast Bud Bites from Flat Earth Farms. Try some today.
Available at all purveyors of fine products near you.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
What are we gonna do tonight, Singe Man?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
Bow wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir Bow Wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir Bow Wow run, he's my mighty puppy. Sir Bow Wow. Mud. You slept.
Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
We are live. What's up, Bri? How you doing? You're muted again. Why does that always happen? You're muted.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake. It's okay. How we doing?
I had it muted, for the intro and whatnot.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. What up, Irish? You're muted too. Everybody does that here on the show. It's amazing. Every night.
That's crazy. How did that work?
It's because you
did
hit
it
the button a couple shows ago.
Did you go like that?
We all did it.
Did you unstop my cam or did I?
How we
Do
doing?
you have that possibility? I did.
We're trying to
I don't know.
We tried to turn it into an inside joke.
No, because I was like, I touched my computer and the camera going on.
Melania Moran. What's up? How you doing, Melanie?
This button.
Little Cam
Shout
51.
Shout out to Melanie.
Must have been right there. And it was
Boston Ray Mudfoot Adventures. Boston Ray
how'd
Slice
that
of the Mud.
happen? I
me.
think
That's
something else
me.
happened.
Flat Earth Andy was here. He took off. Angels Don't
So,
Fall.
I'm
What
over
up? He was here last night too, I think.
at my desk,
82 Mustang.
all my
How you doing?
work on it.
Welcome back. Thank God you have arrived. What up, Splatter? Who else
Check
do
out
we
my
got?
cool hat.
Oh, Sherry Ives. I didn't even see you. How you doing?
Look at my hat. So bad.
Hi
It's a
ho.
one of a kind hat.
Call for Zero. Sean Dent. Wow, we got a lot of people here. I don't think the numbers are really adding up to this many people. Real or not for real? I mean, it says we have 7.
Splatter.
Sue Pinelli. What's up, Sue?
Sue.
Uh,
Yay, Sue.
oh,
Good to see you again
what?
sometime.
Did I
in
miss
the
anybody?
future.
Did I miss it? No. Good.
I don't know
I don't
when.
care. There's a lot of other
Maybe
things
this
going
year,
on
I think.
tonight.
No.
I'm so beyond doing this
Or
for
next year.
views or anything. It's just I just do it for fun at this point. So, what do we have? You know,
I do everything for fun right now. I'm trying to.
a lot of people have been like, we've been getting all like, Nancy has been getting droves of mail, if that's even a thing, right? They've been complaining in the mailroom back there that there's been like so much mail coming in. We can't even read them all on here because it's just way too many people asking.
Oh, you got one?
No. People are like, Ray, why are you trying to debunk meltology? Why are you?
Yeah, why are you trying to do that?
Why
weird.
are you trying to?
Why are you doing that? What's wrong with you?
I'm not trying to debunk meltology. I'm trying to prove meltology is what I'm doing. And so it's like I've been making these people like work harder.
Why are you making people work harder?
I've seen a lot of complacency.
Why are you doing that?
Because I'm very passionate about it. And
but maybe they're not wanting to work harder.
No, but I don't want. I want it to be I've seen soft spots, and I wanted the research to become more solid. But anyway,
okay. I can see
and it's working. Okay, everybody should be happy. Thank you, Ray. You know what I mean? Everybody should be thanking me at this point. You're welcome. Everybody, you're welcome.
No,
because look.
Thank you for
so I saw this. I saw this post by Shawnee B, my favorite, and I was watching this, and I'm like, this is pretty good. Let's give him a second. Let's not cut this guy off. Let's let this guy present his case.
Shawnee B.
Roll
mass.
No, but this is Melted Syracuse. Shout out to him.
Hello,
too.
everyone.
Whoever
Welcome
melted
to
Delta.
Syracuse, New York. Now, I've taken these screenshots of these Hallwood blocks offline. We're going to do an awesome comparison. Now, these photos show vividly that these Hallwood blocks are indeed made of red brick. And they're for sale online too. They're not cheap. Now,
Hallwood
bear
blocks.
in mind that both of these Hallwood blocks are identical. One on top is the photo from online where the cursor is pointing. It clearly shows that it is made of red brick. The one on the bottom is one that I photographed from the site that I was at. It has transformed into rock.
So you see what he's saying? Do you guys see like
Now the block on the top,
I don't want to cut him off.
obviously has not been subjected to the event as the one on the bottom has. The one on the bottom has transformed into rock from the inside out and shows clearly the lettering and the signature lines still through it. Now the photo at the bottom is a screenshot of the underside of the block, the same block, where the cursor is pointing there. It shows clearly that it is made entirely of red brick. Now the photo on top is of a wall. I call it the Hallwood wall, which is composed entirely of transformed Hallwood blocks. This also showing the underside of the same block, a Hallwood block, which has transformed from the inside out into rock and is actually being consumed by the wall itself, which is in the midst of transformation. And here's another great example of a totally different Hallwood block. I call them vintage antiques, showing what a Hallwood is truly made of. Red brick, inside and out. Now these Hallwood blocks, however, are obviously not red brick anymore from the inside out. The only thing that remains that even resembles brick is the outer shell. Everything else about them has transformed into rock and is being consumed by the Hallwood wall.
Welcome
now
to the
this
show,
one
Andy.
here has been almost totally consumed, very much like the blob would do. What would Shawnee B say about this? Now, who put that there? I would have to say Johnny Appleblock.
Oh,
Now, I
God.
made a couple videos of this wall. One is a photo video. Took many photos of this place. Do check them out.
I love how, everybody in this pity party, like, they all have to, I hype each other up, like, encourage, like, it's like if I'm like, encouraging you, Rye, throughout the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I should just start calling you and giving you, like, 3-second pep talks. Like, you can do this today, Rye. I believe in you. You're the best.
Thanks for watching, folks. More to come.
Oh, God.
Who builds like that?
Okay. Yeah. So, I'm not going to say he's wrong. I'm not going to say he's wrong. Okay. That's a step. But, all right. There was a few things where he was just kind of like, we could tell that by this picture that this was all brick. Look, here's one from before. He said, this one was all brick. See, they're all brick. They're made out of brick. They're made out of clay, right? Basically what he was saying, right? So we did some research, the Mud Mob. We did some brick research. Here's the patent for Hallwood blocks. Honestly, it's great. I love this. It's something new, something fresh. I never heard of these. Meaning, I've never come across this in my research. So that's pretty good. Gives me something to do. Keeps me busy anyway. So Hallwood block. This is the patent. Dimensions: 9.5 inches long, 3.25 inches wide, 3.5 inches height. Location found Frankleton, Walhalla Ravine. Weight 10 pounds. Notes: Hallwood block was based in Columbus, Ohio. This type of brick had a patent for its construction. Other brick companies would have to pay a fee to produce this type of block and stamp their company name instead. I have noted other Hallwood style blocks, other related links below. Let's see. Well, I ain't gonna let me go to that one. Let's see about this one.
Shout out to Ohio, Cincinnati.
No, I'm not subscribing. All right, here we go. Here's one. Oh, this is the guy. This is him. That's Hallwood, ain't it? Can you see
Yes,
it?
there he is.
There he is. That's the man, the myth, the legend.
Henry
Hallwood.
S. Hallway.
Hallwood.
Henry S. Hallwood. That's
Right,
his
they don't
name.
build them in halls, and there's no wood. But sounds like it.
There he is. Hallwood. Singe, didn't you go to school with this guy?
I think it was Underwood. I went to school with.
Henry Hallwood's Columbus Cash Register Company was mimicked by industry behemoth National Cash Register Co. That's what I love about this type of old world, research. It's like it takes you off on little rabbit trails. Like if we wanted, we could look all this shit up too. But I don't think I really want to. I'm not that ambitious anymore. I was very ambitious at first and not so much anymore. when talking about the great entrepreneurs of the first 200 years of Columbus history. So this guy was around in the first 200 years of Columbus, Ohio. The name Henry Hallwood is one that isn't mentioned quite often. You know, he's like one of those guys that was like around right from the beginning. Everybody loved him, but like nobody wanted to mention him. Like nobody wanted to say they knew him. Nobody wanted to be his friend. You know what I mean? They used to like pick on him and bully him. But everybody, everybody knew him. But they just, you don't want to you don't want the bad reputation of mentioning his name quite often. But this native of England, he came in the mid-1880s, left his name across the city in the United States, and might best be known for challenging the dominance of what would become one of Ohio's best-known companies, the National Cash Register Company. Bro, the guy that made Hallwood blocks, right, was in charge of the National Cash Register Company.
Was it Daniel Druff?
No, it was Hallwood. This guy.
Wasn't
What
Dan
is-
Druff?
What does that have to do with the?
Wait.
What is listen? What does this story have to do with bricks at all? Like,
You don't remember
oh,
Daniel
God.
Druff, though? Daniel,
You know what
Daniel
they're
Druff.
like? They're like, you know what? They're like, all right, this is what they do when they notice the melted bricks, right? And they start looking into Hallwood, and they notice they're all melted as fuck. They're like, we'll just give him this story about him starting a cash register company, and it'll take
I'm out,
them
bro. You
totally.
gotta stop swearing. Stop swearing, right? Quit it, bro.
Huh?
Daniel Druff.
Yeah. So
Daniel.
Yeah.
Let me put it in chat. Daniel Druff, otherwise known as how you spell Daniel? Daniel Druff.
Yes.
Otherwise known as Dan Druff.
Hi. Guess
Hi,
what?
Nick.
Guess
What
what,
up?
guys? I went to Cedar Point yesterday. It was so much fun. And Sandy, if you
What's Cedar? What is Cedar Point? What is it?
Cedar Point is like a roller coasters. It was so much fun. I wrote everything there. Set for those two rides can mess you up. Set for those, and that's I know my body. It was so much fun. Sandy, if you can hear this, I rided the newest roller coaster there. Like, oh
That's
my
awesome.
god!
What
Who's
is
talking?
it? A
Hello,
big one?
welcome.
This is Noel.
Welcome.
Top thrill top.
Noel.
It's
Hello.
called Top Thrill Dragster 2, Sandy. If you can hear this, I think was on my live stream earlier, Sandy.
I think Sandy's
filming
sleeping.
that ride.
I think Sandy's sleeping. I honestly do. I talked to her earlier. She was on. She was on all day, like until the afternoon.
Is she okay?
Yeah, but she's probably definitely sleeping right now. I invited her on. If she's around,
I
got her
am
on.
just worried about her. I'm sorry. I'm just like.
Oh yeah,
she
she's
wants
fine.
me
She's probably.
She
just
really, she really wants me to talk about it to her. How is Cedar Point? And sorry that I have a sunburn. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have bad skin.
Oh my
the sun-
God! I really almost had a heart attack at that. Why my brain was like, that was fast. That was fast. I was like, wow.
So, real quick, I want to get back into this.
That was fast.
Yeah, where is it?
Sorry
Right
if
here.
you.
No,
if
no,
you
it's
are-
okay. It's okay. All right, so here we go. So this is a picture that Rye Russ found. Rye?
Well, that's pretty trippy.
This is a picture of Hallwood bricks and Nelsonville blocks. Hallwood blocks and Nelsonville. Nelsonville, Trimble. So this was basically when brick companies, they still do it, but they would stamp their names on the side. You know, it was like so, but what we were looking at was for for colors, like, because they're not regular red bricks. Some of them might be, but that's the thing. So, like, they look melted because they're, you know, mixtures of different materials. So check this out. Yes, Hallwood blocks were made from shale, or a combination of shale and fire clay. So some of them were made out of fire clay. That's the red brick clay, fire clay. And then some of them were made out of shale. And some of them were made out of a combination of shale and fire clay. Now, it's really hard to explain this to the meltologists because they're going to say, oh, that's just a cover story. AI just made that up to, whoa, you're really awake, Ray. You're listening to AI. Like, no, but kind of on this one. Because I don't know, I never heard of a Hallwood block, right, in my life until now. Who knows? That might even be a Mandela effect. I've never heard of these things. Here's some additional information. Ohio's abundance of shale. Ohio had a natural abundance of suitable shale for brick making. Shale and fire clay combination. The best paving bricks were made from good formation shale, or a combination of shale and fire clay. So that was it. It was a combination. Hallwood block's popularity. The Hallwood block was a popular paving brick in the early days. So it's a paving brick, which means it's for the ground. It's for people to drive on and, you know, wagons and shit or whatever. Early days in the industry due to its unique features that enhance bonding. Hallwood blocks and the Nelsonville Brick Company. The Nelsonville Brick Company, a major brick manufacturer in Ohio, produced Hallwood blocks. Oh, so you see that? The Nelsonville Brick Company. So the ones that say Nelsonville, right, were made by the same company as the Hallwood blocks. It was Nelsonville Brick. That was the brick company. Isn't that cool? Good job, Ray.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
So, the importance of shale. The shale pits supplied the raw material for companies like Trimble Brick Manufacturing. The Wassell Brick Company also produced bricks. Okay. So, the reason I think that they look different colors is because some of them are made from fire clay, some of them are made from shale, and some of them are made from fire clay and shale. They look kind of melted because they're old and they're degrading, falling apart. And people don't really know what shale is, right? Like, oh, what's shale? I've never heard of shale before in my life. Well, here you go. This is what shale is. Shale, rock. Look, it says rock, not brick. Shale, any of the group of fine-grained laminated sedimentary rocks consisting of silt and clay-sized particles. Shale is the most abundant of the sedimentary rocks, accounting for roughly 70% of this rock. But look at it. It's gray. You see? It's gray. Okay? It's not red brick. Okay? So everybody, I think, can just relax about that. Like, oh, whatever. You guys want to freak out? Freak out. You guys want to pretend that you're in a melted apocalypse? Go for it. Have at it. I'm not ready to jump to that conclusion yet.
Josh, guess what?
All right. So, what else do we got here? Okay. Well, that's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna play a track and we'll come back. I had a few other things, but not lined up yet.
When we come back, I'll read the story of Henry Hallwood.
All right, you got the story of, you have the better story than what we got?
I get sick on the mic, ripping out MC spines. I'm like Mortal Kombat when I spit my rhymes. I'll be like, finish him, have my crew do you in. You You suckers wanna battle, but you know you can't win. Cause my click is tight. If you try to bite, you might find yourself seeing the bright light of the tunnel. You could be a gun smuggler, night walking Dracula. I'll have blood spraying from your motherfucking jugular like a geyser. And of this rhyme, you know that I'm a surmiser. I get lifted to infinity and beyond. I'm like the star Sirius, still they call me Rod Russ. True kings, we don't stop, keep it going. True kings, we can't stop, now we're going in. True kings, we can't stop, keep it going crazy right now. True kings, we can't stop, keep it going. True kings, we won't stop, now we're going in. True kings, we don't stop, keep it going crazy right now. We 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 going crazy right now.
What's it gonna be, Ray, Haze, or Hydro? What do I know? I stay blazed for miles. As I fly past you, just wave and smile. And I got more nuts than an insane asylum. Wow, he's amazing, I know. Too many bangers, better page a gyno. I'm a hard worker, flat earth, or whatever that's worth to you. The earth could be circular, but it's flat on the surface, bro. It's not perpendicular. We started at the bottom, now we true kings. We prepared to accept whatever the truth brings. Own up and adapt to the new things. Putting out raps in accordance with our mood swing. Have you walking around imagining things like Shawnee B? You'll never get a degree in your fantasy. Study of meltology, you look melt-hearted and it's for all to see. Man, honestly, I don't know Eva, and I don't know Eva either. Jesus Christ, Ray, take a breather. When we need you, we'll page you on your beeper. It's the sound of true kings bumping on your speaker. I'd rather take a cleaver, chop you up and eat ya. I can't believe this neither. Now he's rapping about eating people. Is that even legal? I'll stop by and say hello, but I'm leaving Beagle. I'm gonna get even with you. Ask myself what Jesus would do. Now you're dead to me, trying to get ahead of me. Listen close, you'll hear my symphony. This shit's makeshift. If it's not right, I make it fit. Hand me the throne, I'll take that shit. No one cares because you're faking it. I am beef, you're just a bacon bit. Talk about money like you wanna buy the farm, but start whining at McD's when your fries are gone. I know mine are warm, better watch what your eyes are on. I ain't going out on some Tupac shit. I ain't gonna take that shit. I ain't gonna go out like that bitch. Let's face it, you don't belong here. You in the game sitting down like a lawn chair. I was chilling last night at your mom's there. I'll catch you on the late night or in the daylight. I got a great mic and a great life. My kids and my wife, I do what they like.
All right, I found it. I found what I was looking for. Oh no, he found what he was looking for. Oh no, time to run. All right.
When someone chooses brick or stone as the building materials for a structure, most definitely the strength and durability of the product is a factor in the decision. But perhaps just as important, especially to homeowners, is the beauty brick and stone can provide. And when a homeowner wants it designed in a remarkable way, Emerson and Derek Larkin are the masons to call.
My wife and I decided to study some European.
These guys are the masons to call, bro.
In architecture. We've decided to take some of that architecture and put it into the brickwork. Although most
high texture.
Most of the architecture in Europe is actually stone. You take the stonework and implement it into the brickwork.
At this home in bountiful Utah, the Larkins have created dozens of stunning and unique architectural designs using General Shale. From the details in the outdoor living space to inside
What's up,
the
Patty?
home,
How you
and
doing?
even the corbels on the garage.
Welcome back,
The Larkins use their masonry talents to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary.
This was actually a square box, and the homeowner did not want to have the brick just making a square out of it. And the solution was, is we laid...
And listen, I'm not trying to say that I know for beyond a reasonable doubt it's shale. They could be making this whole story up to cover themselves. I don't know. I'm just saying it could be shale. I don't know.
Solid brick.
It probably is shale. I mean, what's more believable? I mean, what's more logical, right? That, well, I don't know. I mean, whatever. We're not going to even, I digress.
Brick mixed with a true 45-degree brick, mixed with another solid brick, and then another what we call an S-cut. And what we did is we actually established a corbel coming in.
It is interesting. Did you after this we'll move on and we'll watch the bricks that I found earlier when I went out in the show promo. It was nuts.
Out of the wall 16 inches by 16 inches, which created a true 45-degree angle, which got rid of his box.
Emerson has been a mason for nearly 40 years. The last 10, he's worked side by side with his talented son, Derek. For their one-of-a-kind designs to work, the Larkins prefer to use General Shale.
I like the fact that they're extremely consistent in size and shape. They're an easy unit to lay. They cut really well, and my bond stays pretty. My joints stay pretty with them. It's a really consistent unit to, put a home together with.
Their favorite General Shale brick? Old Stony Brook. Derek says it's a timeless brick that's been popular for years. And that's another thing he likes about General Shale. It's easy to repair the older jobs because of the consistency of brick lots from year to year. There's nothing else that holds up as well to these intricate cuttings and design works as bricks or stone from General Shale. The Larkins say the custom home market...
Okay, so this is shale. It's like a facade, basically. But it's not brick, and it never was brick. I mean, it's made out of a similar material, but there's... So, Singe, earlier you were saying that you built with shale before, right? Now that I got your attention. Look at him. You're muted or something. Turn on your mic. All right, thank you, Singe. No, I can't hear you still.
Turn it up. Is that better?
Oh, there you go. All right.
I said, are you new? You haven't seen this rock?
Yeah, no, shale. Shale. You said you built with it, right?
It's not like a YouTube shill. It's a shale.
What colors was it when you were building?
All colors. You got gray. You have reddish, like not red, but red dirt. It's like dark, bright. Yeah, it's like
so. There's a red brick one, a red brick color.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes it is actually red. I've lived in so many places.
Like it looks like bricks, right? It looks like bricks. It's the same thing. Okay.
Well, you go up to the wall or where they've cut through to make the road, right? And you're a kid, you're running around, you're digging around. And so and there's like rocks, and you take them, you can break them in your hands.
Oh, so they're like very soft. All of them.
Sometimes, yeah. You get bigger chunks, they're harder to break, but the smaller, as it gets down, you can break them in your hands. And you're a kid, you're like, I'm breaking rocks, So there's like, red.
Okay.
Proper color, tan. Okay, so think of colors of clay, like.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's all like
earlier.
Like look. So
different colors
I just
of clay
look up,
are the same thing.
I just googled. DuckDuckGo.
Probably could have made clay with
shale
it had I
bricks.
known about it as a kid. Just bring it home with a bucket of water. I probably could have made clay. With all the stuff I've lived. In fact, I can right here where I live right now, but I have to go up the hill.
So look, some of them are like yellow and black, right? I mean, this is brand new construction, and they look burnt right there, right when they put them in. That looks charcoal, right from the beginning.
Zapped.
These ones are like, I just think people are struggling with cement mixtures. Like, instead of studying like melted apocalypse, we should be looking into stonemasonry if we're that interested in it, and cement mixtures. Like, let's research stonemasonry and research cement mixtures, and you'll learn a lot, man. Like the way they do it, their techniques. It's some of the stuff they do is amazing. But look at
this. I got you to show in a bit. I want to see how you think you made this.
Look at this one. Clay shell. Look, clay shell.
So we're not going to show you
clay and shell. Look,
Research geopolymer.
Yeah, geopolymer. You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
Well, you can just also research.
Shout out to Paul Cook. He does a
Yep.
lot. He had a lot of research. Clay is on geopolymer. Clay is sediments or rocks with
That's
greater
just a fancy
than.
word for quick dry cement.
Okay. This explains it. Look. Clay is sediments or rocks with greater than 60% clay size, 2 micrometers or less, or colloidal-sized particles. If the rock is unindurated.
That's what Anita told me.
I can't even pronounce that word. It is
That's
clay.
what Anita
If the
told
rock
me.
is indurated, it is a clay stone. If the rock is indurated and laminated, it is shale. Okay. If it's appreciable amount, 30% or greater, of silt is present in an indurated clay-rich rock, the term mudstone. That's funny because my nickname was Mudstone in high school, and Mudstone is applicable. Okay, so basically here's some pictures of it. They basically go by the composition to say if it's shale, clay, or clay stone. The definition of clay. The definition of clay is not as straightforward as looking up a definition in the dictionary. Of course not, right? I mean, none of the words are really what they teach us. Like, everything is something different, right? Like, to the engineer, the term clay is used to describe cohesive particles having diameters less than 0.04 millimeters passing through U.S. standard sieve number 200 in accordance to test method D422 of the American Society for Testing and Material. Did you get that, Nancy? To a soil scientist. Clay in any naturally occurring material composed primarily of fine-grained materials. It is generally a plastic. At appropriate water content will harden when dried or fired. A more academic definition, often used by geologists, I don't really care what they have to say, but actually gives 3 meanings of the term clay. As a size term, different disciplines use different boundaries, but most place the boundary between silt and clay at either 2 or 4 micrometers. Sediments or rocks greater than 60% clay size. So they got it broken down to a science, all right? I don't know. 20th billion in general term. Sand and gravel particle size. So look, clay, silt, very fine sand, medium sand, coarse sand. Dude, they've been doing way more research on dirt than any of us. All right. I don't care if you're a meltologist and you went to school for meltology and you got a degree. You did like a 12-year stint in meltology in college, you know? Like, I don't care. These guys know the difference between clay, fine silt, medium silt, coarse silt, very fine sand, medium sand, coarse. They made a fucking chart. I want to see a meltology chart, okay, of some sort, something good, okay? Come out of there, like out of the community, please. Within the next week or two, somebody, Nancy, send out the memo. Put forth some kind of chart that looks like this that proves meltology. Because that's what I need. I'm like NASA. I need charts and graphs and cartoons. USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture Soil Survey staff. This is interesting, though. Industrial of commercial types of clay. Wow. Economic importance. Clay and shales are necessity for modern society as we know it. Missouri is bountiful in common clay. Examples of clay end products. What are you saying? You don't have time? You got to go? Uses of clay and shale. Clay has many different uses. Clay products are used in our everyday lives, including in ways that we are sometimes not so obvious. So they're basically just shoving clay every which way they can. Building brick, sewer pipe, fire brick, burnt ballast, paving brick, stoneware, terracotta, drain title, roofing title, flower pots. Thank you, Melted Syracuse, for bringing this up, because look at all this research I got out of it. Clay uses in Missouri, 1915. Fire brick, common brick, sewer pipe, front brick, vitrified brick. Now that's melted brick. Vitrified brick is melted brick. So, okay, all uses. Architectura, terracotta, drain title. So they build with melted brick too. They some of the stuff that looks melted, they actually built it like that from the beginning. silica brick, stove lining, pottery, red. You know, it's like guys, like I know that there's some melted stuff. There is. Some stuff is melted. But like not everything. Like we can't get carried away. Like clay uses in Missouri, 1948. Fire brick. Because if you get carried away, it makes the whole movement look stupid. It discredits everybody. You got to reel it in a little bit until you can prove what's coming out of your mouth. Silica brick, stove lining, pottery, red earthenware, stoneware. It's okay to like theorize and think something, but don't say it until you can prove it. That's my advice. That's my slice of the mud.
Whoever melted dealt it.
Clay uses in Missouri, 1975. Face brick, alum, fire brick. These are just all, look at them, flue linings. These are flower pots. Yeah, that's a good one. They do make it out of, yeah. Oil and grease absorbent, pet waste absorbent. Wow. Insecticides and fungicides filler. Portland cement. See, so that's another thing. Look, Portland cement. They use clay in Portland cement. So like that cement mixture, let's see what it looks like. I bet you it's different colors. Portland. There's so many different cement mixtures. It's not like we've researched every single cement mixture. You know, look. Portland cement is a primary ingredient in many construction mixtures, including concrete and mortar. Aggregates like sand and gravel and other additives to create a dirt. So they take water, sand, gravel, and other additives to create a strong material for concrete. So it's cement. One part cement, 2 parts sand, and 3. So basically, what I'm getting out of it is these stonemasons, right? Because you know, masonry is like a secret thing, right? Like it always is, right? So these stonemasonry, they have different secret. It's like a chef. You have like the Italians, okay? The Italians, right? They have their own recipes that they just don't tell nobody. They won't give you their recipe. Like the older Italians, I've tried. Trust me, they won't give it to me.
Like the way they say,
It's a secret recipe.
bing.
It's a secret recipe. It's the same thing with these guys. Some of these masons probably have like the best secret cement mixture, concrete mixture, mortar mixture. Look, you know, and they just keep it to themselves. You know, it's a secret. You know, whatever.
Where's that? Carol?
I digress.
Carol?
I digress. Oh, let's let her on.
Street,
What's up, Noel? Sorry.
Mary, this blue streak ride have been there for a long time. The blue streak.
Yeah, but I probably went on it if it was in there.
Oh, it's a phone call. Okay, I'll mute.
Oh, it's Noel. Okay.
It's Noel. It's our personal phone call. We'll let her have it.
Yeah, we'll let her have it.
Okay, so I didn't realize what was going on. Boom.
Yeah. The true kings just walk up to the mic and grab it. Cause spitting fire isn't just a bad habit. Like the hamburgers they serve that you just gotta have it. Like astronauts blasting off to other planets. Wascally rabbits. You're green enough, you get it in fuck. These kids nowadays are so enslaved, mind so depraved. Spend their time going to raves. Not even old enough to shave, but they know every planet's name in outer space. But outer space is fake. Wait. What about all the pictures NASA takes? Masturbate. I wanted to create a rap song, a fat track mom that slaps long into the night's black arm. The sense of the all-in-one, about to swallow my tongue. If the hollow from guns hollows my lungs, almost I'm done. But before we go, I gotta smash this one out the park, 1,000 yards. This ain't no Mario Karts. I got Bowser bars, driving across the country with a powder card. And someone's gun's done, blazing down this house of cards. And if I disappear, then sound the alarms. Either my body's floating in a river or found and unharmed down at Flat Earth Farms, trimming that bush. He been trimming that bush, yo. Competing for that green leaf, winning that kush. Vision's been shushed and my hearing's been getting blindsided. Like the rhymes I've been writing. Spitting lines inspired by fire and lightning. Cut the day in half and divided the night into 2 parts. Old half visible in the new dark. Cruising in the blue car with my crew stars. starving. Looking for Xannies but settle for booze par. Got a short fuse, deck full of loose cards, deck full of loose cards. Yeah, they keep asking, well, what about the pictures that NASA takes? While I laugh and straight, continue to masturbate. When I'm at Sassburger paraded, the language you can't understand makes you think the Earth's an elliptical spheroid, but the shit's more like a pancake. You hypocritically weird, boy, but you better get your shit in gear, boy. The antecedent for gas pressure's not a mere ploy. Bury your solid containers, are you aware of this? The wheels in the sky keep turning, every season turn. It's getting hilarious, CGI's been nefarious. The new year begins on 3/22 where the Aries is, but you smoking dick dust where the fairies is. I'm serious, the true kings is very pissed. Fairy tales that you fanboys is married with. Take your hands out your pockets, palms is too hairy, kid. Too hairy, too hairy, too high. We very supplied with military knives. Blow your spinning cherry balls to the high heavens. Heathens, brethren, see this. So, if you like this song, go sing along. Swing that dome. Or keep your hands in your pockets. Open up your optics, it's getting toxic. Spitting logic, level heads off their rockets. Rockers, stop it, mic drop. Shit, hands in pockets.
Starving. Open up your mind, never know what you find. Starving. So you call on the kings, cause truth we brings. Starving. Open up your mind, never know what you find. Starving. So you call on the kings, cause truth we brings.
Boston race compromise? Fuck you, compromise. I never compromise, rhyming clever thoughts of mine. The heavy ostracized, don't end up hospitalized. I'm hardly monetized, with the public hypnotized. I'm often criticized, it's time you visualize. The news will trick your mind, sometimes I give advice. I like to improvise, keep it simplified. I got this memorized, I ain't trying to get known. I don't wanna be big, I'm just trying to do what I did as a kid, without splitting your wig. Who told you Smith & Wesson? Now it's your missing weapon. Pull back, squeeze, and teach a fucking history lesson. While you're sitting waiting for my punchlines, I eat up Globies like it's lunchtime. So hand it over like we standing in the lunch line. And hurry up, sucker, cause it's crunch time. She ate on my bonbons and expanded her waistline. The flat earth anthem will never get no airtime, because I talk trash about the Effie app and that's fine. Nevertheless, I'll see y'all on the front line. The flat earth anthem will never get no airplay. It won't even make it up the stairway. Late Night Live is the only place you'll hear Ray. Globies are stuck to the ball because they're gay. But Boston Ray, you be smoking blunts galore. You just self-assured and bump the floor. Well, that's what I was looking for, somewhat. We all believed in the globe, we was young once. From Orlando to the Panhandle, me and Ry Russ can see the earth's flat from any angle. Money going one hand and out the other, and you'll never see money come out the gutter. You won't survive without your brothers, so please be kind and love each other.
Starving. Open up your mind, never know what you find. Starving. So you call on the kings, cause truth we brings. Starving. Open up your mind, never know what you find. Starving. So you call on the kings, cause truth we brings.
Okay, so this is how to make Roman concrete. That's pretty cool because Roman concrete is like super strong, right? Like that's the old concrete, the old world concrete. Who found this, Rye?
Yup.
So like bricks used to last thousands of years. That's why we can look at these old buildings and say that they're so old because, you know, I've been given, that's one thing I didn't hear. Proctologists say to me yet. Like, your mind never I've been giving them shit about it, like just busting their balls. They're like, oh, those buildings aren't the same age as, the pyramids. Like, how could you say it was the same event? None of them have told me yet. Well, the bricks back then used to last thousands of years, so they could be older. Like, I've been waiting for somebody to say that. They're doing good though. We got to give them credit where credit's due. They're coming up with some good shit. I love it.
Welcome to Corporal's Corner.
You know, it's
Today
heating
we're
up. It's heating up, you know, because they're coming up with good research. We're coming up with good research. Everyone's doing research, at least, instead of talking about the final experiment.
Explore the riddle of Roman concrete.
What's that? I never heard
So
of it.
stick around.
Exactly.
Could you please explain it to me?
Shout out to Corporal's Corner.
Corporal's Corner was my nickname in high school, bro. You stole my nickname, bro.
I thought it was Bricklayer.
It was.
Today I want to shift gears and try to revive some ancient technology. Now, credit is
the
given to
same
the Roman
guy?
Empire for the
You've seen
discovery
it?
of concrete,
Oh,
or what
wow.
we think of as modern concrete.
See, you see
Hey,
how it's
so,
like you see how it's like a simulation. Patty G was just watching this guy on Facebook, and
Sorry, I
and
swore.
Rye Russ doesn't even know Patty G, and he found the same one. And there's so many different guys that do this type of shit. All right, let's see.
What?
Maybe this guy's the
what?
man though. This guy
Type of
is
stuff.
probably the guy
Type of
that you
things.
want to go to make Roman bricks.
They had several different mix designs for different construction applications, meaning the higher they built upward or vertically,
It
they use a
sounds like
lighter
he's
mix
lying to
design.
me. No, I'm kidding.
Odin Valhalla Market, now available on mobile and
Nancy, check the lie detector. What's it reading?
I want to build a bridge over a body of water. I'm going to go with a hydraulic mix. That way it sets underwater. Their basic mix, however,
I wonder if he
was
looked
nothing
for the
more
curve when he
than
built that
lime
bridge.
mortar or lime concrete.
He's just
lime
saying
cement,
that they have
which is what
different
this
mixes,
is right here.
different
I know.
things.
And it was
Yeah,
weather
yeah.
resistant, and
I
it
use
actually got
muddy
stronger
in
over
water,
long periods of
sorry.
time, meaning decades or hundreds of years. So today I want to go ahead and go through that process. Let's get started. The basic Roman concrete mix design consisted of volcanic ash, limestone or shells, and aggregate.
Oh, they use shells in the concrete, dude.
Or limestone.
That's probably why they put the shell symbolism on the concrete. Like, you know, the old world buildings with the shell on it? Like, it looks like a shell.
True,
Dude, well,
true.
I see it everywhere here because I'm in Florida. There's fucking shells all over everything.
Meaning volcanic rock.
I
All
collect
volcanic
rocks.
rock.
I
real
got
quick
all
way to
kinds
tell
of-
whether or not you have
so many
limestone
different types. And it's just in Northern
So this
California.
guy's on it.
Oh,
He's
actually, I'm
building with
all over.
shells. He's building with volcanic rock. So they do build bricks with volcanic rock, which would be melted because, you know,
They
volcanoes.
make pipes out of volcanic
grab
rock too. Smoking pipes. And you can take that pipe. And throw
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
the
yeah.
ground as
It's
hard as you
it's
want,
a lot on the
and it
New
will
England
not break.
on the New England buildings too, Patty. Right? Like I used to see them there. The shells.
Volcanic rock basically is so hard to
Household vinegar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Right piece.
Shout out to Scott Level.
I'm
One.
gonna come back to Boston soon, eventually, and to visit
one of those.
my family, and I'll probably go out with you guys on Saturday. It'll be fun.
We're gonna go.
They have a. All right, I'll give them a shout out. So Patty G, and Shawnee B, and Curtis, and David Wayne, and others, maybe I don't know. They all have this thing called Red Brick Saturday, where, like, not every week everyone goes, but like most, Shawnee B does it every week. Some of them do it every week. Some weeks I see Patty there, and they go out. They meet up, which is cool. They all go to like different sites where it's all bricks and brick things and old world stuff, and they dig into it. They go nuts. She goes once in a while. I've seen her there a few times, but they're all like part of the group, you know, back home, back in Boston and Mass, around there anyway, Rhode Island, New England. And they kind of just every Saturday it's cool because they upload tons of different videos from all over the place. It's cool on all their channels. So if you want to put the links in for your channels, Patty, I don't really have them like readily.
Dropper and then gently drop it onto the stone. If it fizzes up kind of like soda, then there's a good chance that's limestone.
Yeah, well, it's interesting research, you know? And that's the thing, like none of us can do all this research on our own, right? Like we all have different takes and different points of view, and we come from different walks of life and different sides of the tracks. But if we all do a little bit of the research and we find little pieces of the puzzle and we throw it all together, we'll be better off. Because I don't have time to do all this. I don't even have time to be here right now. Yeah,
So now you've collected your limestone and you've determined 100% that it is limestone.
I mean, I like the meltology theory. It's cool. I like the way Jay Dreamer's been presenting it though. He's it's not really meltology though. It's like his is like plasma sun, but it's like the same thing, right? Like everything melted.
Plasma apocalypse.
The plasma apocalypse. Lately I've been watching Jay Dreamers and he's been doing a lot of. He's always good. He's always been good.
Call that limestone and place it into a campfire or a forge, and you need to superheat it. You want to heat it for a good 3 to 4 hours until it glows red hot. At this point,
when you're ready,
the carbon dioxide is removed from the stones, making them.
Well, do you want to see this guy make the cement?
No, I said when you're ready, like when you get bored of all this stuff. I got.
What you put it in? You put it in the private chat?
Not yet. I'm getting it ready.
A lot lighter.
Just letting you know. I have things. You need it.
All right. Is it gonna cost me? Is it gonna cost me?
No, it's fun stuff. Everybody's gonna like it. Let's see. One is
and there's your stones right there. They're glowing red.
City Hall found ancient Roman.
We're gonna fast forward here about 3 hours.
Fast forward 3 hours.
It's glowing red still.
3 hours in the future.
And as I mentioned before, the carbon dioxide has been removed. And it becomes calcium oxide, which will react with water.
So
there's
like
your limestone or calcium oxide.
Can bricks really morph? I don't know. You know, like you see how he's breaking it down, the calcium oxide and all this shit. That's like chemistry. That's like what, alchemy? We were talking about it last night, right? It's almost like alchemy. It's like maybe they are. Maybe they have been studying this since alchemy, since the beginning of time almost, and they know some.
Yeah, because there's like the stuff we find under the water. It's so old, and there's animals and fish living there, and it's.
I mean, alchemy is basically witchcraft.
You can still tell it's a building. So I just like, and then there's other ones that are on top of the water. They're completely deteriorated. And
no, this is the
AI.
Just
so many
I
different
don't have
angles,
time to be
levels. Here. It just shows me that there was another society, and obviously that we don't know about. We don't know how old. It could have been right around the corner. But it feels like it was really, really way older than that we can understand.
Previous humanity.
Right.
Once you add water to it, an exothermic reaction takes place. It generates heat.
That's a good
if you notice the stone's breaking down right here. The slaked line is what it's called when you add water to it. It's slaked. It's quicklime, and it's being hydrated, so it becomes calcium hydroxide.
Calcium hydroxide, bro.
Not understand.
And they're losing me now at this point. I mean...
We have Scotland Realm in the house wheel, or not?
Is this a plot to like get us to just give up? It's almost like NASA when they give us a million different equations to explain everything, and they're like, "Well, you're not smart enough to know because you can't figure out these equations of algebra."
No, right? This one's not that hard.
Patty G's.
All right.
This one's not that hard.
That's what you're going to use as one of your core ingredients for your concrete.
Yeah, bricks can't melt.
Watch what he's going to show that shells. You can make the exact same
bricks come out
slurry with shells. So that's what he's going to do next. He's going to make this exact same.
This right here is a small test. You want to do it on a larger scale.
He's going to make it
Just
out
remember,
of shells.
once you add the water, only add enough water to make it into a paste or a putty. Once it dries out, it will be light and fluffy, and you'll add the rest of your ingredients along with water to create your concrete.
Yeah, this is definitely interesting because, like, I never really seen it. I never really seen them how they make
Now,
it.
for those who can't locate limestone, another good source of pure limestone is the ordinary seashell. I believe these right here are scallops. Just place them into a propane foundry,
seashells
forge, or even a campfire, and superheat.
Seashells are limestone?
Yeah,
that's what.
Pretty cool.
That's cool. So what do they? Damn.
Scott Level Realm said the exact same thing earlier in the chat.
Oh, he did? Scott knows. See, Scott's an alchemist.
Yeah, we read that.
Until you notice the shells breaking apart or breaking down. Go ahead and remove them, let them cool, add water, the same exothermic reaction takes
I was
place.
looking at, I've been at the beach a lot because I'm in Florida now, and it's beautiful.
Take that lime powder once it cools off.
Patty, the beach is here. are so beautiful.
And add the rest of your ingredients.
But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of shells lately, white ones like this, pure white.
The sizzling noise
and I'm
is
like,
because of the
it's a white
exothermic reaction
sands, you
taking
know,
place with
where
the
I'm at,
water.
white sands, emerald shores, violet skies. It's wonderful, but it's warm too. The water is like, it's like a sauna. Like it's fucking great. But this is what I see a lot, and I was thinking like, what are these shells made out of? Like, what is a shell made out of? Where does it come from? It comes from like what, the ocean pushing water around, right? That's why they have these patterns, because it's like the waves, the currents and shit that make it, right? So it's like the cymatics, the natural cymatics of the earth itself make these, which is amazing.
The water's
And it's
replacing where the carbon
limestone?
dioxide came from.
Mind blown.
It's actually generating a lot of heat right now. And you can see the shells breaking
Calcium,
down and forming
calcium.
that paste. Once that paste dries, it will fluffen up.
Yeah, it's
I
beautiful.
can add that to
Right,
my
Russ?
volcanic ash and pumice.
Right, Russ is in Orlando right now.
Orlando, O-Town, the 407.
Look at this one. So he's breaking the shells down. He like melted the shells. What did he put in there?
I don't know, but he got me jonesing really hard.
For what? What are you jonesing for?
Chemistry.
Since we're jonesing.
No, no.
Don't be
Just
jonesing.
open-
Don't be
that was an
jonesing.
easy joke. That's all. Look at that. Look at that. Line it up.
All right, time to get started. There's our powdered limestone or our calcium hydroxide.
Ken.
We have our
Ken, what's
volcanic
up?
ash and our pumice. Using my blender, I grabbed the volcanic ash and I blended it up. Actually ground it up pretty good because I want a really fine powder. Here's our aggregates. On the left, we have pumice. And on the right, we have volcanic
Random
tuff.
fan. 16 people watching now. People are realizing we're on. You know, we were drowned out by a lot of other shows on tonight. It's fine. They'll catch up. It's on every channel. They'll figure it out. I'm not here to make numbers anymore. I'm here to just, people that care about me will come to my streams, and people that don't care about me, whatever, I don't get time.
I'm going to add my limestone powder first, or my calcium hydroxide. Now the misconception is we're going to think about this like modern concrete. We're going to dump a bunch of water in there. Big fat negative. You want just enough water to create a thick paste. What you're going for is you're going for the consistency of Play-Doh. So keep that in your head. You want Play-Doh. A real thick paste. That's what resembles drywall plaster.
Rotman shitting bricks. Well, hold on, Rotman. You better be careful because you're in Australia. So if you're shitting bricks, they're gonna come down and that they could break your nose. They're pretty heavy, like because you're upside down. So they're gonna come out and fall right and hit you in the head. Be careful. He's shitting bricks upside down like a bat because he's on the globe.
Our calcium hydroxide is good to go. I'm going to add my volcanic ash. Now real quick, let me back up. You want the ratio to be 1 to 2, meaning for every 1 pound of calcium hydroxide, you want 2 pounds of volcanic ash. So right now I added about 1 pound, so it's a 1 to 1. I'm going to mix that up thoroughly, keeping it in our Play-Doh consistency.
Thank
then
you.
I'll add my 2nd pound.
Who's here that doesn't have a wrench? I just noticed that. Well, what channel is he on? Real or not for real? Let's see. I want to give him a wrench, but I don't know what channel he's on. We're on too many channels. So those of you that don't know, we're on Boston Ray's Slice of the Mud. We're on Boston Ray's Mud Flood Adventures. So that's 2. Then we're on Boston Ray BitChute. And we're on
Rye Russ.
Rye Russ. Rye Russ is
Rye Russ real.
Let me post that for you, Rye.
And last but not least, our aggregate. We need our volcanic rock, pumice, tuff, etc.
After we get through all this right here, I want to go over this place that I was at earlier because, man, it's a trip what I found. And I was only there for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now I was there for a little while, but.
Shout out to Josh at Real or Not for Real.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Google Earth it too. We're gonna do some Google Earth tonight.
And when it's all said and done, this is what you're going for right here.
Oh, and we're going to hear the tale of Henry Hallwood.
Now you can see from that clip right there, the concrete resembled Play-Doh.
Oh, you're on
I
the
could work it in
backup
my
channel,
hands,
though.
and it didn't stick to my fingers or hands whatsoever.
Yeah, let me get
so what the Romans did is they would take that Play-Doh concrete and they'd put down a layer. Then they would grab fist-sized rocks, and those rocks could be
I need the subs over
ordinary
there. They
rocks,
take them away
volcanic
every
tuff,
day.
volcanic rock, pumice, etc., and they'd work it into that paste all the way down that line. Then they'd come back to the opposite end and grab some more of the concrete that resembled Play-Doh, and they'd put it across the top of those rocks. Then with special metal or wooden tools, they would go ahead and they would force, by tapping, that concrete into the pores of those rocks, all the way down the line, and just repeat the process.
Rocks and concrete.
Is it done? No. Yeah?
At this point right here, we're pretty much good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up my concrete form.
That's the main
I
channel,
want to fill it up in 2 layers. Then I want to consolidate those 2 layers using a wooden tamping tool.
Probably. Yeah. Wow. It's mud, you know what I mean? It's a type of mud. Mud makes clay. Clay makes bricks. Bricks make cement. It's all masonry. That's what it is.
The Masons even call it mud when they're putting it down.
Yeah, so but you know, like in Shawnee B's defense, in this other New York Syracuse guy's defense, all that what he saw today was photos, right? He was just going on looks alone of what the photos look like to him. He wasn't there in person. He couldn't like examine it firsthand. So he couldn't really, we're just going on photos. All right, cool. And then Shawnee B, he can say he is there firsthand, right? So he can say like, oh, this is a brick that transitioned because he's there and he can see it and feel it and touch it and smell it and taste it, right? But like us at home, we're just watching on a video. NASA tries to fake us out with videos all the time. We need the news is completely fake, right? Everything on the news is fake, right? Basically, we need to I can't trust videos anymore. I can't trust videos. I can't trust photos. So, yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. I almost want to just skip ahead to the finished product there. What is he doing? I don't need to see the whole process. Okay, here we go. That's what he did. Oh, no, not done yet.
Now this material is weather resistant, but not waterproof. If you notice, you can see how porous it actually is. All those bubbles where water's rushing inside that concrete.
Oh,
now what
do
they
you see the
found
air
recently
bubbles?
is that the Roman concrete was just like this, with the exception that they used seawater. And the ocean water actually would soak into these structures.
Hold on, that's a truth nugget right there. So this brick would absorb ocean water? Hold on, let's see. Like that? Let's see what happens. Does it balloon out when it happens? Is it a balloon rock?
And it would bond with the minerals and create new minerals. Okay. And it would replace those holes, solidifying it, making a gigantic rock. These two samples right here have set for 24 hours. And as you can see, there's still no damage to them. That's good to go.
So it's strong. All right. Wow. He made that, bro. He made that brick, bro. Bricks.
All right, that's a good job. Look right there on the edge, though. It's melted.
Today's experiment was on basic Roman concrete, or lime cement, lime concrete. What you see in front of you right here is my first attempt at Roman hydraulic concrete, meaning it sets underwater. The downside of this, it could take days, weeks, or even months for it to fully cure. So I'll keep an eye on this, and maybe we'll do a part 2 if it works out.
Nice. All right, cool.
That's pretty cool.
I'm satisfied with that. I'm satisfied.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
That's good.
We don't need to do a part
A
2. Thanks for your presentation.
We'll give
What's
you
up?
an A for tonight.
Yeah.
Like I got an A for that.
And what you're seeing here is a mirage.
Detect no curvature at all, except this thick chick I just saw at the mall. Back in high school I sold drugs in the hall. Now I slang knowledge, so listen up y'all. When it rains and the salt plastic creates a reflection, a perfect mirror with optical detection. Natural ladies giving me an erection. I ain't worried about your man cause I don't mind flexing. We got laser tests, just out of taboo conspiracy. Nations of the realm, they committing heresy. But the time has come now to open minds. Planting seeds of change when I spit these rhymes. Let's go.
I'm tying up the loosening ends. Ray, you said you were retired and you're already producing again. This is why I always lose and I win, and I start where I choose to begin. As the mark, as the stomach, oh ego. I hit you with a blunt or two, get you where you wanna go. Wanna call up Kubrick to fake the moon landing? It's gonna take planning, technology advancing, on and off like a light switch. Money's tighter than a vice grip, I'm flyer than a light ship. Man, chicken stinks. I'll come at you with everything under the kitchen sink. I like tobacco products, I scrap and rap a lotta. Fresh to death, nevertheless my lungs are black like Aunt your mama. Hand me marijuana, wearing pant pajamas. Earth is flat as matter of fact, debate me if you wanna.
That stuff is flat.
Too far for miles and miles. I can see so far. I can see so far. I can see so far. Don't see it at all. I run the dance hall. We no see the curve at all. That's why the Rasta man, yeah, I run the dance hall from coast to coast. You know it's the most, rocking it down like I'm cooking the French toast. When I was a kid, I used to shop at Toys R Us, but now I'm on this track with Boston Ray and Russ, spreading the truth from coast to coast, just like the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. I got no time for you to master your debate. I just know that there ain't no curve except for the one that's on my plate. No curve can be detected from up in a plane, and you know it's insane when you wanna come and test me. Well, I know it's true. Rasta man, Andre, come for you. The chainsaw, I get it done. Burn Babylon, cause I'm #1. So here we go. Gonna bust up my flow. Rasta man, yeah, we run the stage show. Cause when I was a kid, I used to shop Toys R Us. Then
Toys R
later
Us.
on, I bought the Domo bus, a Volkswagen 1972.
1972.
Yeah, what's up, Billy? Yeah, we rocked it for crew. Went from coast to coast, but I sold that
But
too.
I
'cause
sold that
needed the
too.
money. What you wanna do?
needed the
But
money.
It's funny how the things
Funny.
change. And how your mind derange. And
Mind
everything
deranged.
full circle. We keeping it real.
Keeping
now
it
I rock
real.
It out with my Bat Lucille, and you can't stop me.
Bat
No matter
Lucille.
how you try, cause every day I be celebrating 4th of July. Never gonna die.
I've been practicing. So,
That's
Flatlanta.
pretty cool.
I want to talk about Flatlanta. I'm probably
That
gonna
shit look
probably
cool.
gonna go for a minute. You
My
know?
favorite part
Like,
is the kitty with the laser beams on the city.
I'm working on it.
Who
It's
did
an
that?
art- Yeah.
Who did that art?
Singe, are you going to Flatlanta?
No.
Why not?
Too far.
It's gonna be a big one, a big festival.
It's too
Flat
far.
Earth. So those of you who don't know, there's a festival that Lowry and
I would love to.
Rico's team, a few different people are
course.
putting together, and it's in Atlanta.
No,
And
no,
it's
I would
like
love to go there.
it's a flat Earth festival, and it's like I already heard like Chief Crow's gonna be there.
That's
Mark
cool.
Sargent's,
My buddy
Mark
Chief.
Sargent's gonna be there. I think I seen
I
Dirth.
love to hang out
Dave
with those
Weiss is
guys
gonna
so
be
hard.
there.
No,
So
not to
already,
say.
but there's gonna be more people. Like it's gonna grow.
Now,
It's gonna grow. It
There
just
is
got
one
announced.
way I would go, is if I was kidnapped.
It costs
and
money.
made
I
to
mean,
go.
let me get the link. I'll show you
If I
guys.
was made to go, then I would. But otherwise,
I got the link.
no.
No
This
Despair
hour is
Bear.
brought to you by True Leaf.
No Despair Bear's running it. So
Nice.
I'm making the arrangements so I can.
And we
I
get
can do
free
it.
shirts coming in next week.
Hopefully,
That's right.
And hats.
Merch.
I'm gonna bring my guitar there, because so it's at.
So,
As
okay, I
of
got
right
one
now,
link I
as
put
of
in the private
as
chat.
of right now, it's at Soul Asylum, the band's old recording studio. But if the numbers grow, from what I'm hearing, they're gonna change that. They
So
might have
3
already
weeks ago, a
changed it.
powerful earthquake struck Sisak, Croatia, and uncovered a secret.
Oh yeah,
buried
let's play
for
that, and then I'll
centuries.
get that link.
That cool? It's just a month ago,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think. But we'll leave, the video is. This probably was a couple months ago. So we'll look up the details here. Let me see.
Brian got a job. Have you seen his channel lately,
Details
Patty?
right here.
Look up his channel. It's like
When
he's like a different person. It's like he shifted into this reality
When?
where Brian Stavely is a realtor. I told
I know
him
it's a McDowell effect.
yeah, he's like Wolf of Wall Street. He looks like Wolf of Wall Street now. I'm not. He's doing well. He's
No,
doing well. I'm not.
He's awesome. He's great.
I'm not. Yeah, But what I'm saying is like, who kidnapped the old Brian Stavely? And where is
2020?
And who is this new?
It's 5 years old.
Who's this new imposter? You know, is it a clone? Is it AI?
What if I told you that beneath the streets of Sisak
Did he transition to a different timeline?
Like 4 years old or something.
Croatia's city hall of Sisak, built in 1914, recently
He's selling
revealed a
houses now.
jaw-dropping
He's a
secret.
realtor. He's selling houses in North Carolina on Lake Norman. If you need a house, talk to him.
During renovations after a devastating earthquake, workers discovered an ancient
I think
Roman
it's a clone.
Odeon right beneath
Or
their feet.
it's like Invasion of the
This
Body
se-
Snatchers type of shit, you know?
Semicircular stone structure known as the orchestra was part of a theatre used for music and speeches. Imagine rows of stone blocks forming a 20-meter wide stage, hidden for centuries. The Ministry of Culture and Media calls it an extremely valuable find that sheds light on ancient Scythia, now
the
modern-day Sisak.
Oh, you remember
Built
that? You
around
used to live there.
35 BCE,
Ancient Scythia.
was
All right.
once a bustling Roman...
All right, Sin.
Stop.
Ancient Scythia. You used to live there.
No, I
Tell
didn't.
us about
Stop.
the way it was in the day.
No, I didn't. Stop.
All right, what's up? What are you going to say?
How is it still standing? How is it still
Oh.
formed?
They're saying in the chat that he's cloned. That I'm calling that the Dave Chappelle
When you
effect.
bury anything that we have,
yeah.
anything that we built, any
He's at the show. You got and Dave Chappelle got Mandela affected too because it used
any
to be
building that we
it
have.
used to be the Chappelle show and or Chappelle's show or Chappelle's show. I'm not even sure anymore. Okay, I got it up. Here we go. I just
Any
want to. I just
building.
want to.
No, stop.
All right, you want to go back to
You
yours?
never got to finish my sentence.
But I never got to finish this. I was doing this
Let me
first.
finish
Hold
the
on.
sentence.
All right, go ahead.
Any building that we have would not have lasted that long. I don't know how old that thing is. No one does.
Mhm.
Any building that we have would not last
This is the link.
10 years. 20
This is
years.
the link for Flatlanta. It's in the chat.
And so,
There you
yeah.
guys go.
I don't know what you mean. You were doing nothing. You
No,
said
I'm
you
just saying this is the biggest thing that's going to be
Anyway.
happening, like for flat Earth. Like
I
this
know,
year. Look,
anyway, that's what I
so
found.
This
I
is
don't
this is
know.
what we got.
I
We got
thought more
Mark.
too. I got even better than that. Coming up.
We got Mark Sargent going. Marty Leeds. Chief Crow's going to be there. Crumb's going to be there. Lowry's there.
Yeah, that's cool. I
Ryan
love that
Morris. So let's
stuff.
see. These are all
That's a
people
whole
that are
different
already
subject.
going.
Yeah, that's an entirely different subject.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Great. I love it.
Flatlanta, welcome to the East Coast event. A lot of people. I'm gonna go too. I just need to get my tickets and shit.
Here's it right here.
Yeah, it's only 4 hours.
There it is. Oh, there it is.
All right.
Puma Punka. Let me find a good video of it. And you guys might have heard of it already, but it's new to me. I'm amazed by it.
Yeah.
Videos. Maybe right here.
Scott, you should be
something
able to
from
make it to
YouTube short,
Flatlanta.
right? Like a little 5-minute thing from YouTube. You see. Yeah, it's
Roman
perfect.
hub and even
Oh, it's
one of the
History
Empire's
Channel, though.
capitals
We
now.
don't want to watch
Visitors
History
can peer
Channel.
through
I'll
a
find
glass
something
floor
else.
at
Hold
City
on.
Hall and glimpse this
Oh,
slice
I
of
got it.
history. A forgotten theatre
Got
rediscovered,
it.
bringing ancient Sisak back to life. So next time you're in Sisak, don't just look around, look down.
Oh, I got one. 2 months ago, this guy
This may be
personally
the
filmed
last
this. Not History
I hope so.
Channel. It's not History Channel. It's just a dude.
Mhm.
Nice.
All right, let me see. So earlier, I was like,
Ooh, it's not YouTube.
I was investigating. Let me see if let's find it.
It's not YouTube, though. It's on Microsoft Bing, but can we watch those videos? Yeah, I guess we could.
Here we go. I went live to do. I went live to do a promo, but it went all wrong because I didn't even get a good title in there. Nothing. It just went live. I pressed go live and it did it. Anyways, gave me no chance. So this is where I was. You see this brick thing? But oh no, there you go. This is where I am. This is in Pensacola. You see this giant brick thing behind me? Okay, this is on the side of the Bluffs. The Bluffs is a cliff kind of that like it's rocky and jagged and it goes down to the water, which is brackish water, which is a lot of fucking water. Okay? It's like huge. It's scary how much water is there. If it ever rose, there's houses on the edge that would just, they've been flooded many times over. So this is at the top of like a cliff, right? I heard that it goes under the ground. Like there's levels underneath this thing, which is interesting because there's not even any basements in the houses in Florida. Most of the houses are on stilts or like whatever blocks and shit. So cinder blocks, like up off the ground. So none of the because everything's been flooded so many times. It floods so much here. Everything's washed away. But this somehow is still there, which is interesting. And it's right on the edge. So I don't know what this is. I've never been here before in my life. Like I drove by it a few times. People pointed it out to me. But we're going to dig into this because...
Adventures. So, what am I dealing with? Tonight we're going to have a live stream. Look where I'm at.
What does it say it's called right there? Let's see. That's interesting. Wait until I tell you what the story is behind this. Higher Knolls Planing Mill. Planning Mill? Planing Mill?
So this is the old chimney. yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it looks like an old fucking chimney, right?
Yep. I got it.
All right, let's see.
Okay, I got a couple videos. I think they're cool.
Cool. Higher Nose Planning Mill Chimney. The Higher Nose Planning Mill Chimney in Pensacola, Florida, is all that remains of an 1854 steam-powered sawmill. Boom, baby.
Yeah, I mean, once again, any of our buildings wouldn't last that long. What the heck? It's crazy.
So let me just explain.
Well, maybe.
Singe, do you remember the Singe man? Do you remember the stream we did on steam engines? You were with me, right? Or did you not show up that night?
No, but I remember when they invented them.
Okay. So this is a steam-powered sawmill, right? So steam power is an old world technology because it's running an engine with steam, bro.
John Henry.
No gas,
better,
right? No need for gas. Like you're running an engine with water.
When
Think
John
about that.
Henry was a little baby.
So
with the
steam-powered sawmill, lumber mills. So they cut a lot of they make paper here and stuff like that. When the Confederacy abandoned the city, so this is 1862 now. You know, it's like, all right, whatever. It looks a lot older. All right, whatever. All the mills were destroyed so they could not be used by the Union.
That's a good song.
The Union is the government. Yeah. The only part of the building that survived was the chimney. It's now part of a chimney park, a wayside. So they're saying that it's the remains of a steam-powered sawmill, okay? And all that's left is this chimney. Like, that would probably be the smokestack on the top of the building. Okay, you got me so far? Okay, let's go back to the video. I'm not going to give it away yet.
Henry was
Spoilers.
baby.
So this is me doing my thing. This is Boston Ray mud flood. This is a mud flood adventure right here. Watch.
This is a show promo for tonight. We're going live, late night live.
I'm going to go back and cover it more.
This is the old historic chimney. It's like one of the
I only had like 8% battery.
oldest brick things I've seen.
I did all this.
I'll be back to do more. I don't really have a lot of battery.
See?
So I'm trying to get through this.
Look at
So
John Henry.
So I heard
There
that
you
this
go.
goes under the ground.
Yeah.
This could be from the...
Look, it's all bricked in. You can't see what's in there. You can't look. They bricked in the window. But
Why would you do that?
so like the meltologist would
What
think
up,
on this
You
one.
brick in a window? I wouldn't brick it in.
No,
show
but
promo. Late night
But on
live
this
is
one, the
back.
meltologist, there's lines in this wood, and
Yeah,
I mean,
live
in this
tonight.
brick, in the brick that's like zigzag, that looks like lightning bolt shape.
Well,
But
that's
it's devastated, definitely. Look at the chunks missing.
Flash
out of it.
Gordon's symbol.
There's a lot of old bricks around here.
I'm gonna go back and get better pictures and video, but this is good.
Now that's devastation.
It's melted. I'm kidding.
It could be.
No, it
Listen,
couldn't
man.
be, actually.
You don't believe it? You don't believe it's melted?
No, it's not an open
No,
panel
it's
tonight.
not.
Well, listen, melted is kind of a broad term, right? Like it could be melted in the sense where it was submerged underwater for a long time and then it softened up and just started melting away like that. It doesn't necessarily mean it was melted by heat.
Well, Yeah, well,
doing a demonstration.
Melting. Can you find shells in that area? Seashells?
Probably. Yeah. Oh yeah,
That would
definitely.
tell you. That would tell you if it was underwater.
You see the lines? Yeah, look at the lines right there, all up and down the side right there.
That'd be one
zigzag.
way of telling anyway.
I mean, it's probably just a patch job, right?
That looks like.
I don't know.
What's going on behind it?
Let's see.
That's pretty clear. That's good.
No,
See,
I've
some
seen
of the shots
things
coming
in
clear. It's the
nature where
bandwidth.
year after year after year, the weather will hit it the same, and it'll do. But that's not it.
Thumb it up.
You know what I mean? There's some things in nature.
chimney
where
is
year
the only
All
after
right,
year-
all right. This is important. This is important.
Industrial belt on
Wait,
the Gulf
listen,
Coast.
listen.
I can show you.
A string
right
of
in my house.
antebellum wood mills and brick factories.
All right, you know how they hide the truth in plain sight, like put it right in our faces. Like it's the externalization of the hierarchy, right? That's what they call it. They have to do it. It's part of their rules, right?
It's fun for them.
Shh, listen to what I'm about to say. I'm reading the sign right there.
Chimney represents the lumber industry of Florida Panhandle. As the lumber industry prospered in the 1850s, local.
All right. Well, since Patty's going to bed, thank you, Patty. Good night. But yeah.
Have a great night, Patty.
I'm
Yeah,
going
have a
soon
great
too.
night. What did she
I'm
say
ready
she's
to
going to do?
call it really
In the
soon.
morning? Tomorrow morning at my local home. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's fairly awesome of you. You know, they need it. They need nobody. You know, the sad thing about the homeless people is like a lot of those people are good people, and they don't have nobody that gives a shit about them at all in life. Like no family, no loved ones, no nothing. And it's sad, but like if they go to a shelter and there's people there like volunteering, like, giving them food or whatever, it makes them feel like somebody cares about them.
Mills employed 600 people. So 600 people. In the base of the chimney bear the mark J. Gonzalez. The chimney was part of the steam power plant. Oh, so steam technology is an old world tech. Basically just running engines with water. You know, they just needed water. They didn't need gasoline. In March 1862, General Braxton Bragg was evacuating
Good night,
the
Patty.
Confederate forces holding Pensacola to order to destroy all machinery,
You hear that?
private and public.
They ordered the forces in Pensacola to destroy all the machinery. It says it right there.
That's pretty suspect.
That's what they did. They destroyed it on purpose. Like we lost the technology. We destroyed the technology to go to the moon, you know?
And it's a painful process
It's
to
a painful
build it back.
process to build it back in. They're like, well, we destroyed all these. They didn't even tell us. They just said it was a steam-powered thing, sawmill, right? But who knows, right? What if it was like a friggin' steam-powered factory or something? Something like, wait until you see.
Yeah.
Which could be useful. So they were ordered to destroy it, especially to disable the sawmills in and around the bay. The machinery from the mills was loaded onto. So they were ordered to destroy all the old world tech, it looks like. Is basically what it says.
Yeah.
All that's
It
left
says
is the
it right
chimney.
there in the sign, bro.
They destroyed everything, Kimberly,
They had
but
to
they just
cover
left
it
the
up.
chimney, bro. And this goes under the ground, Kimberly.
They destroyed everything and they just
I'm onto
left the
something
chimney.
here. Let's see.
That thing's like an obelisk.
They're like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. They're like, go in and destroy everything. Leave the chimney. Leave that one chimney.
Leave the obelisk.
They're like, well, let's put a fence around it. Let's make sure it doesn't get flooded anymore. We're gonna keep this chimney here. It's his story.
Mill was burned. Boom, baby. It was burned, or it was melted, or it was flooded,
or it was Mountain Dude.
Something happened to it.
I'm walking along the path here.
It's a brick road.
I think there's something
Look,
else.
broken
here. I don't know
bricks.
if I'm gonna make it in time.
Do the do.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it's the bin.
I'm gonna do more research on this. This place, it's right by the water, so like the bluffs over there, and it's like a cliff with water, you know. It goes straight down, so it was flooded a lot here. It always floods here when the water rises, and so this is a flooded area. And it's old, and the bricks are from Chicago. in the 1800s, 1600s, 1700s. We'll check that. We'll have Nancy fact check that for us. Oh, I'm risking my life. I'm risking my life. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. So there's gonna be a show tonight, Night Live. It's on, and it's on every single platform.
All right, so look at this. I went down the path. Was that it? No, hold on. I'm just trying to get to the right part. Right here. All right, right there. That looks like it.
I'm risking. What is this? Come on, bro.
Look at this. This is in the middle of the woods. Down the path a little bit from there. These bricks are from Chicago.
I don't know.
They say they're from Chicago. Who knows, right?
It's definitely ruins.
Ruins
of some sort,
Good
right?
call. Good call, Ray.
It's part of the machinery that they destroyed. Wow. Thank you, Kimberly. Let's see it. So you could see, like, there's layers under there.
Yeah, it was like you could see the underneath look newer than what was on the outside. It was weird.
And we got some metal pieces sticking out.
Yeah, this was a good one. I'm gonna go back and film it and take still shots and get up close. Really get to know these bricks.
It looks like it was submerged. Like
sit down with them.
flooded.
Have a
really
nice
good
talk.
find,
Is
dude.
the water
Good
right
job.
there?
Now you get A+.
It looks like it was flooded. You know,
In the middle of the
it
jungle.
Makes sense, right? Because
I need the encouragement.
before I get eaten
Well, he
by
was in
mosquitoes.
Vietnam with me, so that's pretty.
Or alligators. There could be alligators here.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
alligators.
there's
there.
more.
There is alligators there.
Remember back in Nam?
All right.
You found that in the Florida jungle.
Look at this one. Another
Dude, that
one.
reminds me of when we were in Nam.
Dude, what is this place?
It was
and it goes
pieces
under
of
the
mach-
ground. Like
they
you
broke
can tell.
it.
Like,
It
look.
was a machine, a
It's
sawmill, a steam-powered mill. Who knows what they were producing though? Maybe it wasn't for a sawmill.
Yeah, we're gonna do a deep dive on this. And the water's right here.
Yo, we should get out there with shovels.
Wow, this is a
and
trip.
It's not
Is this
digging.
salt water or what? Brackish water,
diving,
so there's
yeah.
alligators here? Oh, yeah? You know where the alligators are at?
Shout out to
find
Splatter.
alligators.
Good job.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys, we're going to this thing up here sticking
Oh yeah,
out of the
so
water.
there's
It's bricks.
also bricks sticking out of the water.
What up, Mudfoot Adventures, Rye? Get your Mudfoot Adventure boots on. It's nice. It's nice over here, though. Shit, I'll go fishing over here. I'll bring my kids over here and go fishing. Shit.
Yo, that spot does look good though.
What
Yeah,
up, Daniel Becker?
dude,
We're
it
doing
goes
some
for
Mudfoot Adventures.
miles.
I found. I'm onto something. They literally say
it literally
the
goes on
sign
forever.
that they destroyed all the steam engines, everything.
Everyone,
They
thumb
came
this
in,
up.
They were ordered
Post
to
it.
do it. All right.
We're live on every channel, every platform. Everybody's watching us.
I
We're
mean,
fine.
why would you destroy engines that make energy with water and steam and replace them with gasoline? All right, let's do this.
So they could.
I wonder
Oh,
what
this
the,
looks
I
burnt.
wonder what the reason is for that. Why did they do that?
Oh, it's so they could meter it, so they
Just
could so they could charge everybody by
What up?
the unit
Why do they want
more easily.
No.
I have no idea.
Oh yeah. So
That's-
everything is
yeah.
always about.
Yo, I looked up this website for this
so
thing.
this water floods back
for
there,
this
and that's
place.
why-
For this place right here, I found the website for this place. It wants to know my location. Why would the website for this place want to know my location? What does that have to do with anything?
The bricks look like that. They were
Like your
covered,
personal information, please.
and then the water receded. Boom, baby.
Cypress trees.
Is that what that is? Is that cypress?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I've seen them a lot.
I know.
They're not trees that
I
I'm
can
used
tell.
to.
But at least we did it.
Yeah, they can become enormous. They can become giant
Show
trees.
promo. Quick
They-
show promo.
They have
tonight.
like huge
Late
roots,
Night
and they're
Live
like
back.
what? They grow
You
near
were
the
on last
water.
night too.
So then giant.
Yeah.
If you missed it, you live under
They
a
grow.
rock.
Yep. They grow near water,
That's a trip.
and they can become massive.
I'm not
Like,
trying to disprove meltology. I'm trying to prove it. Okay, I'm trying to prove meltology.
Nice.
That's
Good
what
job.
I'm trying to do. Oh, God.
Yeah, we had one in Central Florida, Big Tree Park.
At least we're getting
called
results.
The
At least we're
Governor.
getting some results. You seen the results? Whoa.
Cypress
Giant
Hill.
spider, dude. Or a crab.
I,
Crab? Crab
a
spider?
I almost got attacked
Is it
by
a
a
crab or a
giant crab
spider?
there today.
Oh, all right. I'll live. Oh, I'm scared of crabs. My nickname was Crabs in high school. Oh, my nickname was Crabs in high school. Wow. Look at this one. What up, Truth Entertainment? How many people we got watching? 8 people? Thumb it up. Thumb it up. All right. All right.
So bad. Oh God.
What is so?
Look
This
at
is
that.
just bricks in the middle of the water. You see this?
Bricks in the middle of the water. You see that shit?
Who do you got with you?
There you go.
My
How
tour
you like
guide.
that? What up? What up? What up, Sue?
I hired a tour
What
guide
up,
for
GT?
this.
It's getting
What up,
dark.
Scott?
What's up, crabs?
It's dark.
Yeah.
What's up, crabs?
Oh,
You remembered my
Civilization.
nickname.
Yeah.
Scott
The
used to go
old-
to high school with me. He's one of the-
We called you little crabs. Little crabs.
Remember, you remember that?
No,
Remember,
if you watch the beginning of the
You guys are
video,
calling
82,
beach
you'll see.
crabs.
remember when we was in the marching band together?
We're
that
still
was
going
a
to
trip.
investigate what they're saying.
Scott was the drummer
What
in the
was that?
marching band.
Drummer extraordinaire.
Was it a crab? Was it a crab?
No, it's old particles of brick that's rolled in the sand.
What? Oh, okay.
Beach crabs. Street crabs.
Beach crabs.
That's what he's trying to show me. Look, there's
something over there.
These
brick
crabs.
chips everywhere.
Brick ships.
Yeah, they
Welcome
destroyed
to
it.
the show. Welcome
Whatever
to
it
the
was,
show.
it was
Scott.
old world machinery. It says on the sign over there and over here, and they had orders to destroy it. I can't believe we got all this far with like 9% battery.
Yeah, they should have just.
But we're still doing it.
All right,
we're
look at
still
this
trucking
cheese right
along,
there.
and we
You
still
get
have daylight.
wood.
It's kind of like it's kind of like an episode of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
That's crazy. those
We're burning
trees,
daylight.
dude. What kind of trees are those? Are
All
swamp
right.
trees? With all the roots.
Swamp trees. Yeah, dude.
That's
Cypress.
I've
Swamp
only
trees are
seen
real
that
good.
in video games. I've never seen it in real life.
What?
So there's a show tonight, guys.
Yeah.
What was that? An alligator? Look out there. Dude,
Oh, this
that's
is your
an
promo?
alligator, bro.
This is the promo?
Yeah, this was the promo for the show, but it was a mud flood adventure at the same time.
All right, that's
Oh.
not an
Alright, well,
alligator.
anyways.
False alarm, guys. False alarm.
False alarm. It wasn't an
It
alligator.
looks like an alligator.
So, real quick. I
Oh, it
just,
looks just like that, though.
we're almost
they
done. We're almost
evolved.
done. We're almost done.
That was
Right.
the
They
where was that
evolved
at?
like
Chimney,
dinosaurs.
Chimney Park, right here, Scott.
Mhm.
You see it?
Oh, Chimney Park.
Do you see it? No, hold on. Right here. Chimney Park. See? A remnant of an early sawmill operation in Pensacola owned by Henry Heyer. Where do they come up with these names? An old
Heyer?
chimney yeah. And then look how, an old chimney stands on Scenic Highway at Langley Avenue. The Heyer Knowles Planning Mill prepared lumber for building and was one of the first steam-powered sawmills in the area.
Where's
When
Nicole?
when the
She never
Union
been?
Army, yeah, we already been over that. We've been over it. So basically,
I like
they
Nicole.
were ordered to destroy the steam engines or whatever was
She's
there
fun.
and leave that there like that, like a piece of shit. Okay, ready? Here we go. All right, I found it. Chimney Park right here. So those of you can see, look, this is where we're at. Okay, it's on the edge right there. There's the airport. Okay.
Oh, my bad. I was muted. Was it?
I'm
Is it
pulling.
intercoastal? Is it
Where's the little-
intercoastal?
Where's the little guy? And I don't know what's that mean.
Well, the intercoastal waterway. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's like
that's
internetting.
Oh, look, here it
no.
is. That's
If
where
you
I
live in
was.
Florida, you should know what intercoastal means.
Okay, cool. I don't know.
It is
Scott,
like
I'm not
internet.
from here. I don't.
I know. You're learning. You're
I'm
learning.
lost.
You're
I'm
learning.
lost. I'm lost.
You're learning.
I still don't know how to get
Is
around.
it like innies and outies?
I still need to use navigation.
Just
Man.
everybody uses navigation nowadays.
God.
I've crossed the United States 3
How
or
do
4
I
times
walk it?
without it.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah,
I used to be able to
baby.
walk around in this thing. Well, it's not letting me
No
on this
GPS.
one. This is the best they're gonna give
All you
me.
gotta do is take Route 66. Boom. Done.
What?
You don't
No.
have to have GPS.
No.
That's all you
No.
need. That's all you need.
No GPS needed. Just stay on
Oh,
Route 66.
speaking of
Here we go.
traveling, are you guys going? Ray, are you going to Flatlanta?
Atlanta? Are you gonna go? I'm thinking of it.
It's directly in between me and you.
I lived over there. I would.
I'm definitely gonna go, Scott. I'm 100% going. I told Lowry I'm gonna go. I'm bringing Jeannie with me, the guitar.
Dude, Rod, you're in Orlando, right?
Yep.
So it's like 6 hours for you, I think.
No
it's
doubt.
5 hours. It's 5 hours for me. It's 5 hours for Ray, dude. That's kind of in between.
Yeah, Scott, you need to go.
No, I don't. I don't need to go anywhere.
Why wouldn't you go?
What do you mean? Why? First of all, I have to find out why would I go?
It's about 5 hours.
That's the question.
Because everybody's gonna be there.
Yeah, but everybody was going to be other places than I didn't go.
but it's like the last. No, I don't know if it's the last flat. It's not the last Flat Earth Festival, but you know what though? Like it's the only one that we're doing this year that's like that is big around.
Well,
us,
I mean,
around us. Like
I don't know.
Like that is driving distance. Like when is the last time
we could
a Flat Earth Festival came near you that was driving distance? Like people fly. Dude, I know people who sail across the ocean from Spain for like
what's his name?
Cargo ships.
What's
for, like,
homeboy's name?
Columbus for like 4 months just to go to the
Richie or no Richie. What's his guy's name from your area up there? What was his name? Remember he came to the freaking place. He had sunglasses on. He had like a new girlfriend or wife or whatever. What was the guy? Jesse from Hingham. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse.
Yeah, he drives like freaking
Jesse
across country.
He came here and visited me already. He's been here. He's the only one. He's
like
only
everywhere.
one out of all of you that has visited me yet. And he's and you're all supposed to be my friends. And Jesse, he lives in Montana,
first of all,
Nebraska, Montana.
Oh, Ryan Russ
Big
is
Sky
7.
Country.
What are you? 7 hours from there? I think about 7.
He drove from Montana
from
to visit
Pensacola.
me. Yeah, he did.
From Montana?
Yeah. him and his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. He drives everywhere.
They were here.
Yeah, but he's like working, isn't he? Doesn't he do he delivers like body parts or something? Doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, exactly.
For the hospital.
Yeah, why don't you explain that part, Ray? You left that part out, didn't you, Ray?
I don't talk to him about his.
No, I'm saying
I have no idea. It's none of my business.
I'm saying you're making it seem like we're not friends with you because we don't drive freaking 10 hours to come see you.
You live, Scott.
10 hours.
Scott.
No, it's 12 hours. It's 12 hours.
It's 12 hours for you.
Yeah, remember I drove all the way down there. 12
I'll drive
hours,
to
dude.
you. I'll drive. I should drive up.
Go
there.
ahead. Come on up with your Renegade.
I should bring the family too, the wife and the kids.
Well, Ashley's been wanting everybody to come over. I'm like, well, no.
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Well,
mind.
I'll allow you.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't need to like stay at your house or anything. I just get a hotel room or something. But
No, there's no hotel rooms around here.
There's got to be one.
There's not. Well,
Really,
there's one.
not. I mean,
Well, there's one, but you can't really get in there because it's always booked.
Because they don't accept white people. Because they don't accept white people. He lives in a bad neighborhood.
No, they only accept white people.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's the opposite. It's true. I mean, not really true, but there's like 2 black people in my town, dude.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like they're the coolest people in the world, though.
Levelhead Falls. We named the waterfall after the band.
Dude, how funny is it that my look at my avatar?
So
Still.
this is what the thing looks like anyway. Yep, that's all it is. All right. So what's up with your avatar? What were you saying? What happened? Did we lose him? Oh yeah, he's got the level head. Oh, he's got it back again.
It came back. Yeah, it's weird. It came back.
It came back on its own. Oh, it's
Yeah,
probably
I didn't
just
even
a
do it.
different. It's a different
It's the-
Streamyard.
It's the old Streamyard. Yeah, I think it's like the old Streamyard. I don't know what. I don't know. Whatever.
Whatever, they gave it back to you. Fuck it.
They brought me my channel back.
Don't lose your wallet, you lose your army if you truth behind me. If I'm your daddy, who's your mommy? She all wrapped up like Tutankhamun. Rip my style off like some dead skin. You can say hello to my little friend and get my balls off your damn chin. I hope that you can swim. Your mom did it. It looks like a bomb hit it. I'm gon' get it. Man, a 6-piece ain't enough for me to feed my family, and it's a tragedy. It's a coward, he's a lion. No denying he's always lying. He's high flying, brains frying. Where have I been? Ray, no one will stop you. You go to the top soon. Like a pitbull, I will pop you, but get off my block soon, or I will drop you. Don't end up in the hospital. Ha! You just a small fry in the grand scheme of things. I live in a trailer that the damn FEMA brings. The weather getting real nice outside. I hope I get to see the spring. Remember that time I was as high as the sky is, the sun in my eyelids, and I sideswipe your pilot? Turn on the news and get mind wiped with violence and blinded by science. I prefer blindness and silence. It's more normal than what I'd normally get. Sooner or later you're gonna regret. My nickname was D's not sacks. I always leave my house and never go back. I'm driving slow in the fast lane, it's fascinating. Mom loves the fashion and the passion in my accent.
If you're from the streets, you're gonna feel it. The truth, you're gonna hear it. True kings, we never fear it. We know we got the spirit. So come on, move along. Everybody grab a thong. Blaze a rip to the song. Don't get me wrong. If you're from the streets, you're gonna feel it. The truth, you're gonna hear it. True kings, we never fear it. You know we got the spirit. So come on, move along. Everybody grab a thong. Blaze a rip to the song. Don't get me wrong.
We all good except for one guy. He's a fun guy. He ain't gon' die. His day ain't gon' lie. I ain't gon' lie. My dog ain't gon' bite. Boston Ray, the world's greatest rapper. You're welcome. Now aren't you glad that you helped him? Thanks for being so helpful. Ray, you said a mouthful. You can't slow me down. You don't know me now. You gonna show me how? All the thoughts in my brain are brilliant. They say Ray, you're one in a million. Take a hit, take a slice. If one don't suffice, you can hit my blizz twice. Don't need to sacrifice. It's a fact of life, you lack advice. From Boston to Amsterdam, you all know me and I am the man. I'm louder than an ambulance or an avalanche. I got a master plan, my shit sounds more live than live, and I'm surprised I'm alive. I drive much better when I'm high when I drive. We getting right now, you suck, so you can put the mic down. There's a time and a place, and yours is not right now. From Boston to the south, back to the south of Boston, the south shore of Boston and South Boston too. I ain't gonna talk about how Rasta Bear just walks about. He's on his walking route with a cotton mouth. 4 a.m. he's at the Waffle House. They say, Ray, you better watch your mouth. If I could, I would, I should just super glue it. See, I knew what to do, but I never had the glue to do it. Back in high school, Mr. Super was a super student. Never wanted to leave his mom, and the super knew it. I'm high as fuck, driving by in the Cybertruck. Why's your girl on my phone saying I'm the one? I told you, mommy, that I was just having fun. My lighter ran out, hand me the matchstick or a lit candle wick. Y'all ain't got the bandwidth to handle this. I'll take your plan and dismantle it. Hey, little mommy, king on my own, but I sound much better with my kingdom behind me. Whenever I'm lost, you know where to find me. Couldn't buy me an ID. You trying to see me on the CD?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was a good one in Russ, really, or Rye, whatever your name is. Freaking, I like when you go, don't get me wrong. That one.
yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Gets me.
It reminds me of like it sounds like
it's old school.
Nate
it's like
Dogg.
old school.
It sounds like Nate Dogg. He sounds like Nate
exactly.
Dogg.
Rest in peace, by the way, Nate Dogg.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
Don't get me wrong.
Nate Dogg for life.
Before the chimney was widely adopted, early Tudor homes, like medieval houses before them, could easily fill up with life-threatening smoke.
Blaze a rip to the song. Don't get me wrong.
Was
this is called
This
This is called old world chimneys and fireplaces, or why you should never burn wood in Antiquitech.
Antiquitech, yeah.
There was a fire in the centre, a little hole in the roof where it took the smoke away.
These early makeshift vents didn't work well, allowing noxious fumes to build up in the home. The chimney offered a brilliant solution.
Matt.
The
Shout out to
change
Matt.
from having an atmosphere indoors where you're constantly
Oscar
breathing
Murphy, what up?
smoke and your eyes are weeping to having one where it's drawing and you've got clean air around you is enormous. And certainly anybody who could afford to would have moved over as soon as he'd got to grips with the idea of this new technology being available.
Nice.
Not only did the chimney make the home more comfortable, it had a dramatic impact on its overall layout.
Over the course of the Tudor period, with the introduction of, to begin with, quite experimental chimneys, more opportunities become possible for pushing the fire to the side of the room, enclosing the fire. It allows you to subdivide that space, making possible new ideas of privacy and comfort to some extent.
So the chimney ushered in the biggest change to the middling sort's home for many centuries. For the first time, ordinary homes could have an upstairs level.
Singe remembers when they invented the
to
chimney.
Sleep in.
So Singe, when they invented the chimney, did they announce it? Were you there?
Did you read the newspapers? Did the newspaper tell you?
And a room to dine in. And each one had its own chimney. It revolutionized domestic life. But these comforts came at a price. The chimney brought a host of hidden dangers.
Oh shit! Always cons to the pros.
There were
Huh,
regular
Scott?
reports of fires sweeping through.
Yeah, you know, there's all these pros that makes your house warm and all this shit, and then all of a sudden, not so good.
In the year 1538, a great and sudden fire happened in the night season, which within the space of 3 hours consumed more than a dozen houses,
So they're
and
blaming the
9
great
persons
fires
were
on
burnt to
chimneys
death
now.
there.
In the year 1541, a great fire began, which burned so sore that the flame firing the whole house and consuming it was seen.
Who has records from 1541 anyways? Look,
Not many.
this guy's-
Not many
this guy-
people.
Nobody does. This guy's acting like he knows. In the year 1541, a great fire. Oh, great fire too, right?
So maybe this is the beginning. You got to play that little clip, the great fires.
I don't have it no more. I lost.
Oh, you don't have that?
Yeah, we're working on it. Singe is making new ones.
All right, tell Nancy to get on it.
1485, Sir John Horlin, together with the parson
The
and his
flammable
man, also
bricks.
burnt in that fire.
And in Shakespeare's birthplace of Stratford-upon-Avon,
Oh,
there
Jesse.
were 2 major
Jesse
fires.
lives in
One in
Oklahoma.
1594 that burnt down half the town.
Yeah, he
and
drove
another
here
a
from.
year later.
They drove here from Oklahoma.
Later,
Yeah, that's
destroyed
still
the
far.
remaining half.
That's still far as fuck.
To find out what caused these fires, the Tudors examined the construction of the chimney.
It's on Route 66. Oklahoma City.
In the rush to introduce this new technology, you get a builder in or you do the work yourself, not necessarily to the highest
They're
specification.
ushering in the new technology, which
There's
is
no
the
building
chimney.
regulations, so a lot of these early chimneys are built out of really.
It's like Scott. Look at how far we've come. Like, okay, so like,
Well-
listen, like, I got a Jeep that has a screen in it, right? And I never had a car
Mhm.
with a screen in it.
Back
I'm
up,
like,
the backup.
yeah, navigation and all that, you know.
Mhm,
And I'm like,
yeah.
oh wow, this is cool. Like now I have my own navigation and shit. Like it's dope. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, you know, like this is a good invention. This is a good tech to like put it so people don't get lost and shit. It's good that this is a good upgrade they're doing. You know, you don't really need to know where you're going anymore. It just tells you where to go. Like, and it's easy. And then even the newer models of cars I've seen, they have ones that basically drive themselves now. Like they're like.
Yeah.
Like,
so then you know what that does though? It turns us
what's
into that. What was that movie called?
You just sit
With-
there
with
and it does everything.
Wally.
Wally. Yeah. So then.
But I'm
yeah,
saying
next
like,
thing, next thing you know, you're freaking the people in Wally.
But
Yeah.
the
Terrific.
newest thing that they had out back then was the chimney, bro. The
Well,
chimney.
yeah.
is
Think
the
about it,
newest
dude. They,
tech.
all of a sudden, everybody starts fires in their houses, and then no wonder why things burn down because people are retarded.
Yeah.
Think about it, right? That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
appropriate materials, timber and wattle, so that's earth.
I mean, if
You
you
could
think,
stock your fire.
you know, if you think about it, right? I'm not trying to debunk the Great Fires or anything, but like, if you think about it, right? Like, buildings that are really, really old, like 1,000 years old or 700 years old, right? They were on this earth for that long. You're bound to have a fire once or twice in that time. Like, the chances
Yeah.
are pretty high.
In the very
Like,
beginning, yeah.
What
when
else
they
is
first
going to
started,
happen
yeah.
to them? besides burning. You know, everyone says, "Oh, they were burnt down on purpose." Yeah, buildings are burnt down on purpose too. But
of course, yeah,
And
I'm not
lighted
saying
it.
that.
The wood would burn, the sparks would go up the back of the chimney, and then all of a sudden the wicker on the back of the chimney would catch a light. And that could smoulder for hours and hours. You and your family would be fast asleep, and that chimney was burning away unknowingly. And then, of course, that would spread to the roof, and then you wouldn't be getting out of the building then.
As well as using flammable materials in its construction,
Way to bring the party down,
Tudor
guy.
builders had yet to work out the basic principles that make a chimney function.
make it out of the building.
It took quite a while before they realised that you had to have
Lasse,
an aperture.
get out of
in
the
the front of
building,
fireplace
Lasse.
Wait up.
that was no more
Did
than
I
10
just
times
see
the
that?
narrowest
Hold on, let's go back. I gotta. Sometimes you gotta take a double take. What is going on here? Oh, all right, that's just up there. I thought he was holding the chimney above his head. I thought he had it in his.
Get your arse out of the building, Lasse.
Had yet to work out the basic principles that make a chimney function.
It took quite a while before they realised that you had to have an aperture in the front of the fireplace that was no more than 10 times the narrowest point in the chimney. If you don't do that, then it won't draw properly, you'll get smoke spilling back.
It took them time to figure out all that. Like, dude, come on. These things were probably there when they found the building.
Back into the room.
Well, that's the question. What about
drawer is the suction
fireplaces?
effect that quite literally draws
Well,
smoke.
maybe they'll talk about it. The ones that don't have any, you know, like remember in the freaking Versailles and places like that had they couldn't burn.
There's no way that they burned anything in any of these fireplaces. There's fireplaces.
The old, those
I know
other
what you're talking about.
Super old ones, yeah.
I wish I had they might talk about it. I wish I had the research right there to show people.
Smoke and gases away from the fire, up the chimney and out of the house. But if the drawer's not strong enough, smoke lingers in the chimney for far too long, with deadly consequences.
The smoke used to sit about halfway up the chimney, and it would just tumble. Now, anybody that knows anything about fires knows that smoke is unburnt fuel.
Forensic fire expert Emma Wilson can demonstrate the impact of unburnt fuel in a Tudor chimney.
The smoke that is being produced by the fire at the base of the chimney ignites, and all of the smoke that's exiting the chimney begins to flame very quickly.
The smoke itself catches fire?
The smoke catches fire, yes, and I've got an experiment to show you how combustible smoke can be.
Okay, here we go. Whoa!
It's gases. That's all gases.
So without an effective drawer, thick soot...
That's funny you mentioned gases.
Well, that's what it is.
My nickname was Gases.
deposits build up inside the chimney. Smoke hangs around in the flue until the heat builds up to ignition point. It's easy to see this effect in Emma's experimental chimney.
So you can see the gases coming at the top, start to get the ticking. There you are, you've got flames at the top already.
Gosh. Imagine the effect of these flames.
Random fan loves chimneys. Look at, he's like, it's the same one. No, London. It looks like Spokane. He's going nuts, right? He's a beyond himself. Beyond
On a thatched roof.
Hey, Ray.
Beyond.
Yeah, what's up with that, guys?
Oh, it was a different gas, but you were still blazed.
Oh.
So I suppose at first people didn't realise that this happened with chimneys.
Now, if you'd never had a chimney before, how would you know that this could happen? How would you know that you had to clean the inside of your chimney?
Oh, you do gotta clean them.
When people first started using chimneys, I imagine you built it and you thought that was it. Whereas actually, we now know that cleaning your chimney regularly is something you've just got to do to prevent chimney fires from occurring.
In Tudor times, as today, the consequences of fire could be devastating. Pamphlets like this one from 1586
16 people watching, thumb it up.
poetically chart
Post.
the emotional impact of these frequent fires.
Punch
So
something.
the chimney
Press
could be
one
lethal.
of the things.
My joys are departed.
Hit any
My
button.
comfort is
Yeah,
gone.
hit some
My
buttons.
people, poor
Hit any
creatures, are mourning in woe.
They describe really horrendous, heartrending experiences of the individuals losing, obviously, their lives, their children, and their property. And there's quite a bit of attention paid in these accounts to the kinds of goods being lost and burned.
I've seen a lot of these, like, for the Great Fires, like, depictions where they show, like, stick figures and like this, like, in old world art. And it's kind of like, did it really happen?
Yeah, it does seem like that a lot, dude. You're right.
Like it's like a cartoon.
I've noticed that, yeah.
Cartoon. There's no, I mean, take it. I don't know if there was like cameras back then to have a photo. But
it's weird.
Isn't that convenient? Like, all of a sudden there was no cameras in that time. But like when we're here, there's cameras everywhere, up your ass. I walk outside my front door, there's a fucking camera on me. You know, it's like, but in that time, oh no, there was no cameras. We have to give you a piece of shit fucking etching.
A sense of just tremendous ruin and loss.
A rude fellow, by firing up his chimney, procured...
Listen, they could build friggin' cathedrals with fountains, working plumbing, without even having plumbing invented yet. You know what I mean? Fountains.
Yeah, but they couldn't figure out how to chimney... With the chimney, they couldn't figure the chimney part out. Yeah, dude, this doesn't make any sense.
Their astronomical clocks fucking knew exactly where we were in time and space and everything, more than where the constellations are and everything. All like would tell you.
Yeah, but they couldn't figure out how to make fire in their house. Come on.
And they blamed the Chicago fire on a cow knocking over a lamp.
Dude, they blamed that on like the San Francisco one too. I think. Remember, there was like the three of them. I think they blamed on like a cow or a goat.
Yeah, there's a few.
Remember that
casualty?
Yes,
it's always something.
There are accounts of a third of town.
One of the ones they said it was an ash from a cigarette that went through a pavement glass in the ground.
Oh,
Bill Miller was showing.
Being taken out by these major fires that are sometimes traced back to just one individual not looking after their chimney properly.
Look at that one.
So the chimney could be lethal.
In the middle there.
But the biggest cause of death was not fire itself.
It was women.
Dr. Stephen Gunn is conducting important new research into some 9,000 coroner's inquest records from around the country during this period. These documents are a unique source of statistical data about Tudor life and provide a whole new insight into death in the Tudor home.
We actually, in the coroner's reports, find that there are more house collapses killing people than house fires, because Tudor houses are mostly made out of things that burn quite easily. They're mostly timber framed, but they burn quite slowly. So people have the chance to get out. The problem is they're building chimneys onto houses, and of course chimneys are large structures, so we have chimneys collapsing during fires or when fires are lit inside them.
Brick was the wonder material that distinguished the architecture of
there
the Tudor age.
There we go, the brick.
The wonder material.
The wonder
but it turns
material.
out that early bricks had a hidden weakness when it comes to the defining feature
that looks
of
melted.
a 16th century
house. You know what I mean?
Coal and wood. They would burn inside a chimney, wood at about 1,000 degrees C, and coal at about 1,200 degrees C. Well, that was way more than the brick could handle. So the bricks just
brick can't handle it, dude.
Handle the heat whatsoever, and they would explode.
Listen, the brick can't handle what Ray can handle.
No.
The mortar that was holding the bricks together.
The brick can't handle what the brick can handle.
Then it would contract.
You can't handle.
Split, and the chimney would come crashing down.
Bricks can't handle the heat.
So, for example, we've got an accident in Kent in 1518, the fire that breaks out at a house in Wingham in Kent. Several men run to put the fire out. Thomas Adams, one of them is called Arthur Overn, another one. They get to help put the fire out with other people. But again,
they have like a whole story.
The brick chimney collapses on top
man.
of them. So it's actually the collapsing material rather than the fire itself that kills them in the end.
Cool story.
The Tudors gradually came to understand the risks to life and property that chimneys could pose. To tackle the problem, they drew up what were effectively the very first health and safety laws for chimneys.
There are ordinances, for example, issued in Oxford in 1582 that actually make it the responsibility of each individual householder to construct their chimneys and their roofs in appropriate materials. So not thatch for the roof, but tile or slate, and brick or stone for the chimney.
That all chimneys occupied with fire
like,
within the said city
now.
shall from henceforth be swept 4 times every year.
What was that?
Whereupon pain of forfeiture
All
for
these
every time that any
inspectors
chimney shall happen
inspecting
be fired.
everything. You know, they inspect everything in your house now. You know, you can't build anything without being inspected. You have to pay the government money. You know what I'm saying? This is like the beginning of that, you know? It's crazy.
True.
That's what they did.
So,
it's got to be up to code.
They used to use orphans to sweep the chimneys because they were so small.
3 shillings,
Yeah, it's
4 pence
true.
to be paid by the owners of the same chimneys so fired.
But even these laws couldn't prevent the Great Fire of London 84 years later.
We didn't stop the fire.
Hold on. She said 84 years later? 84 years later, she said.
Wait, explain it. What is she talking about, Scott?
No, what I'm saying though, she said 84 years later is like they should have fixed it. That's a long time. They should have fixed the
And
problem.
Look, this is one of those fireplaces you was talking about. Look at it. They didn't burn nothing in that.
Oh, the ones without the.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
At it.
Yeah, it's weird. It is a song. It's a song.
Oh, it is.
It's the song, dude.
It is the song.
Whoa, Beeks is on the same frequency. I didn't even watch this yet.
I didn't even know. That's hilarious.
We didn't start the fire.
It's always burning since the road's been turning.
That's the new cover song.
See, this is what he's pointing out, though. This right here, like the stuff that's in front of the chimney. Like, what is it?
It's
text.
Go ahead and show us how the hardest thing for women is finding what to wear. Miley Cyrus free the breast, Kanye was for president, Charlie Sheen, HIV,
Wow. Did? That's a trip.
Since the world was turning.
Yes.
There's nothing for it, you bastard.
Indoctrination song.
Right? Exactly.
Whoever said money was the answer that you need. Middle East, Syria, refugees, hysteria, seeking your asylum never seems so fucking hard. Russian plane taken down, none of us are safe and sound. Even Christmas parties are a terrible affair. Charlie Hebdo heresy, going down in infamy. This is not the right show, Paris won't take anymore. Stop the fire. It was always burning since the world was turning.
Justin Bieber.
I know. What's that all about?
This is like the modern version.
Earthquakes, handshakes, making deals with high stakes. Global warming habits forming, giving what you take. Do we realize what it takes? Lives matter every race. Michael Brown blown away. What else do I have to say?
Not bad. I got one more. Let's do this. Singeman found this, but he couldn't make it. He disappeared before I could get to it. But here we go. Puma Punku.
Puma Punku.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
I think the elongated skulls, if they're real, because I haven't seen one in real life personally, but they say they're real. It's it's Nephilim. It's the giants. It's not ancient aliens from another planet. We're in a dome, the firmament. We can't go anywhere. This is
well,
it.
yeah,
right
it's
here.
definitely not aliens. Yeah.
So
I agree.
Giant heads. I mean, it's a and they say that like the giants weren't really humans, right, Singe? There he is. He's back.
Did I miss that? Did you show it?
No, I'm just starting to show it now. You made it right on time. So,
Okay.
this is so. What do you think? You think it's giant skulls? You think it's giant skulls from the Nephilim?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I don't think it's aliens.
Well, aliens are people
If they're
that
real,
are not from
it's
here.
a giant head.
But aliens are just doesn't mean outer space. It just means there's not.
Well, fallen angels could be aliens considered.
Well, I mean, I mean, they
That's
call
true.
they call you an alien, Singe, when you leave California.
Yes, and I have seen UFOs come into our realm through a portal called the Orion's Belt. Stars. I've seen them come through stars. So that just means outside our area.
Another dimension.
Because you do
Like another
believe,
dimension.
because
No,
I mean, you
physically
showed me
another area. Just like
Singeman
air
showed me
outside of our dome.
when I was in
not
California.
weird.
Singeman showed me what he's
physical.
talking about. You know that?
It's
Scott?
like it's not like some interdimensional thing. It's
He pointed to it.
door.
I seen it. I seen it with my own two eyes. What he's talking about.
There was a really good weed strain called the Alien back in the day.
So
Just
like
a little side note.
So like when you're where Singe is in the mountains in California, it's
I saw it in
completely pitch.
Colorado.
It's a completely pitch black at night, right? You could see every single star in the sky almost. Like there's so many stars. There's like I've never seen so many stars before in my life. He showed
that's
me.
awesome.
I saw it in Colorado.
It
and
blew
was
my
weird. Okay.
it blew my balls off. And
So
then
when I'm in Colorado,
and then
it
he
seems
showed
like-
me, and then he showed me way high up above the stars, like as high up as you could see if you look way out. There's like these little dots that look like the same light as the star. It's not an airplane. It's the same. It's starlight, and it's basically like moves across the sky, and then disappears. Like it goes off into the distance, goes out, further out. I don't know what it is.
Bunches of them.
It's not a drone. It's bunches of them.
Did you see it doing like a 90-degree angle, like
Yes,
Singe
I
was talking
have.
about?
When I saw it, it's different than I showed him. When
I never.
saw
Yeah.
it,
What do you
came
think it is,
in
Scott?
through the dome, or
I've seen
whatever.
them pulse. I've seen them pulsing.
Yeah, they're
like
shot across
pulsing.
the
They're
sky,
pulsing. Yeah, they are.
And then it
Some-
did
I
a
mean, some
sharp
are
right
steady.
angle turn. Like you can only do that turn in video games in our physics.
Yeah, exactly. You should ask freaking the video game master over here.
Sue seen it too.
Or
Sue
if you-
seen it
or
too.
You can do it with a
True.
light. But yeah, these weren't just a light. Right? It's like,
So yeah, people know.
and
So what is
and
it? It's
when I saw it
really,
in Colorado,
really
I told
high up.
I told everybody in town the next day, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we see that stuff all the time. You're not crazy."
Yeah, I mean they probably do.
But
It's crazy you saw with your.
But
with your
but if you're in the city or somewhere where there's a lot of lights, they're
You-
up there.
you're not
They're
seeing
probably
it.
up there. You just don't see. it.
Yep, you're just not
Well,
seeing
yeah,
it.
they're
dude,
there during the day. You just can't see it.
Yeah.
They're there all the time. You can only. So that's what I mean. Aliens. So whatever's outside.
So these are the famous H blocks at Puma Punku.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is awesome. Look at this.
And contrary to popular belief, they are not the same size.
Wow, it's crazy. He had some crazy tech to make those.
And
Hold
so
on, I
notice
got a
the
donation. I
sharp
got a donation.
corners.
Nice.
Craig.
Yeah, dude, the sharp
Craig-
corners, dude. The
Craig-
sharp corners is crazy.
Craig donated $10. Thank you, Craig. God bless
Thanks,
you.
Craig. That's great.
Boom.
And yet this one
Shout out to Craig.
appears to be unfinished.
Oh, well, yep.
Check this out, Craig. This is weird stuff.
And the interior of the H blocks are dovetails. They're not 90 degrees.
Here's the question: are we able to,
interior
without technology today, to recreate these?
The outside.
You could, but it would be very expensive. And this is as flat as you can get. This one's not finished.
Yeah.
A, because it's rough, and B, because the two symbols have not been put in.
It doesn't show the symbols. Look at another video for that.
I've seen these before.
I've never seen it. I'm really amazed. This is my first time.
Oh, really?
Look at that.
So the difference between the distance here and there, going all the way down, has been measured to be accurate within 1/10,000th of an inch.
1/10,000th of an inch, dude. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
They did it with chisels, you know. That's done with chisels right there. Like chisels and hammer did that right there.
Copper chisels.
That's called sarcasm for anyone else, though.
Watch this next part.
Oh, right down there.
Right here. Look how nice and perfectly flat this is. Twink. Wow.
It's called perfectly square. Yeah, perfectly
That's
square.
crazy.
Dude.
That is
Crazy,
And
dude.
this shows
really
the
crazy.
fact
And it's so old.
that a lot of the stone was buried by a wall of mud. And
Oh,
most of
ding,
it
ding,
is
ding,
still
ding,
underground.
ding, ding,
Again?
Ding, ding, ding.
Mud.
A wall of mud, he said.
Yep.
Hashtag mud wall.
Yep.
Mud wall.
You know what?
Mudwaller was Ray's nickname in high school.
Speaking of that.
No, in the bag. Sorry.
I got something good.
Exact.
This one's different.
See, it's weird how some of them are different.
That is Lake
Yeah, that is
Titicaca in the
weird.
distance.
They weren't so
Like,
perfect, maybe.
And this is an artificial
Lake Titicaca.
construction.
Lake Titicaca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
So
Weird name.
if the lake level was 100 feet higher, which it was 10,000 years ago, then it would at least be lapping at the shore, or the shoreline would be right here. And that's where the main staircase is.
Yeah, this was it.
This one is clearly not in its original position.
Whoa.
It floated. It like was risen up.
That one looks different too.
I read some books, sci-fi,
Mhm.
and they go and have.
Oh, you can still see the residue of the
and
bronze.
They find other cultures, remnants from eons past. Right? It just reminds me of this. It's like the one I remember was like made by ant people. It was like ancient people that were ants, and they built this place, and then humans were living there, and it was just part of the story.
Yeah.
Now I look back on all the stories I read, go, wow, those guys I think knew something. The people who were writing these stories.
Yeah, they said
Let's
they
put it
went
in the
underground with the ant people until it was safe to come back to the ground level.
I'm thinking of Ender's Game.
This one is a
You
trip.
ever read
though.
Ender's Game?
Let me show you guys something. This one is a trip. So this is a old lady reveals from the 1890s from rural Maine, right? Like, cause you know, like the elderly people.
Hey, Blue Pac-Man.
They were the ones. These were the people that were around, and they know their ancestors, the people that were right before them, like their grandparents, were around, like during this time that we're studying, right? Like, so check this out.
The years went by. She eked out a living by her own efforts, made her gardens, and spaded them with a spade herself, and made them and raised her food as much as possible, and knit and did various things at a very small stipend. But became necessary for her to become a pauper, which was another disgrace. And she had to call on the town for things for existence.
Check it
It
out.
became a very severe winter, and it was a long time. Of course, in those days, there was no means of letting anyone know what you needed or anything. There was no telephone. There were no RFDs.
Here we go.
There was no way of communication.
It's coming. It's coming.
And
Right here.
she was ostracized and left by herself. No communication was possible for her.
Right here.
Early in the springtime, the mud was very, very deep. One of the
Very deep mud.
Deep
mud.
Listen, she says early in the springtime.
Springtime. Yeah.
The mud was very, very deep. Like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
The mud was very, very deep.
We want to do it again.
Possible for her.
Right here.
Early in the springtime, the mud was very, very deep. One of the select men who lived in another section of the town was obliged to go to Chesterville.
Oh my God. So yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
That's
look
like,
at this though. Look at these things. Like they have like little. What are those things called where they connect them together? You see that?
Oh,
It's
like
how
a
do you?
yeah, like we don't even do that now.
No, we use like nails.
I mean, it's
and
probably
shit.
it's probably a
But
good
Hugh,
idea.
your opinion, would you think that this would be simply a drainage channel for rain?
It looks like something else, really, doesn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
because you've got, why would they put metal clamps between each of the rocks?
Yeah.
It just seems like some energetic purpose here.
Cindy J, what's up?
Shout out to Cindy.
There's multiple kind of
What's
reasons
up,
to-
Cindy?
Then if it was coming from the lake, they'd have to pump it up and then put it through. I mean, so it could be for metal ore, sort of cleaning. It could be to do with electric charge. Which is what John Burke suggests. In his
Oh,
book,
electric
Sea and Ice,
charge.
that they would continually move water around within the pyramid to create electric charge.
Ah.
And that would have an energetic effect, but also a practical effect.
Because-
So it could actually help with the metal.
Yeah,
ore
because they were
process.
getting free energy out of the water and electrostatics and shit.
So-
That's cool.
Probably, yeah.
There's lots of ideas. I'm just gutted they've covered this up because I'd love to see some of the original metal.
So why would you make a mortar-free wall like this? And have each stone different in terms of length.
That's weird, dude. There's got to be something to do with frequencies or something, maybe. You know what I mean? Like a ratio of, you know, like the Fibonacci sequence type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Ray?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
how it
yeah,
works.
Yeah, the golden ratio.
Yeah, you know.
Everybody join in.
Oh, mellow, mellow,
mellow,
mellow,
dome.
Mellow Dome's a loser. Mellow Dome's a loser.
Mellow Dome loser. Wow, wow.
Meow, meow.
Wow.
Now we're doing the didgeridoo. Remember the didgeridoo? Meow, meow.
Wow, 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 wow. Have you seen the Brazilians didgeridoo thing? It's like got one guitar string on it,
Dude, you know my last name's Brazil, so but I've never seen that.
and it makes a noise like wow, meow, meow, wow, wow, wow.
A didgeridoo, like from Brazil?
But it's also like a guitar. It has one
Oh,
guitar string.
Like a sitar, right?
It's just one guitar string.
I seen an Asian guy playing one string thing.
Yeah, a sitar I think has one string,
listen,
right?
listen. I seen this. There's this guy in Boston that used to play, and he's always like, you know, homeless, playing the one guitar string, right? Little Asian guy in Chinatown. So like one day, I walked by him, and I always just walk by him every day and say hi, right? So one day, to give him some encouragement, I walk by him and give him a few bucks and tell him, "You're getting better."
That one string. You should have said, "Hey, here's a couple dollars for another string." Get another string.
Kapana, the semi-subterranean temple, the dark section there, and Pumapunku are aligned at 4 degrees off the equinox. So which means that these three, if the logic would assume be correct, those temples were aligned to a time when the Earth was facing the equinox 4 degrees
Earth.
where it is.
He said the Earth.
Look,
He said the
but
Earth.
the equinox, but
He
bro,
said it.
dude, think about this though.
Yeah.
Dude, the Earth can't be spinning around the sun at all these crazy angles if the equinox is still the same after that many years, dude. It wouldn't make any sense.
It wouldn't make any sense.
It's seriously though. Like,
No, you're right.
crazy.
You're right. You're right.
Yesterday.
And-
It raises some huge questions because if Poznański was correct, and I believe he was, that all the stones in this that make up this quadrangle were correct, and the sun gate, when it was placed here, it's here today, but originally it was here on a lava mound. It's from there that you can get a complete bearing of the stones at the head, and it gives you a background. It gives you a perfect alignment on the horizon to 15,000 BC. So, ergo, if these temples are now
He said
aligned with the equinox of
15,000?
this today, at 15,000 BC, that
15?
mound, that temple, the subterranean temple, and the Pumapunku must come
Wow.
before that. I'm just putting that out there.
I don't believe it's 15, but he said 15,000 BC. Crazy. Probably more like 5,000 BC. Yeah, that stuff is awesome. The Incas are really one of the most interesting ones, in my opinion.
Still going? I had to
Yeah,
take a bathroom.
Oh, there was no. Yeah, we left the dead air for a second. It was fine.
There was no sound for a second.
It's fine.
I had nobody. No, it was
had
none
to
of
step
y'all were
away.
talking, and freaking Ray left, and I was sitting there
And then-
going, "Should I say something?"
I'm trying to think. Is there anything?
I
else
was
wanted to
enjoying the
cover?
moment of silence.
I liked what it was showing. You know, like I like the
Oh,
the
cool.
Incas, dude, are very
Yeah.
interesting. That
So-
stuff is all that stuff is interesting.
So listen, I'm gonna end the stream in a second. We're gonna do final thoughts, but I see Joe Martinez is on, so I'm gonna send everybody over there in a minute and put his link in because he's awesome and I like his streams. Okay, so final thoughts. What was the title of this? Are the bricks transitioning, morphing? Right?
Hey, Ray, I have a final
Yeah.
thought.
Go ahead. What? Yeah.
Okay, my final thought is very serious. It's what is your hair doing? And that's all I have to ask.
My hair? I need a haircut.
Yeah.
No, but you know what? It's
That's-
because I'm in Florida, and you know what happens to hair in Florida.
It gets all humid.
It's friggin' it's like 100 and something degrees every day.
Oh no, it's not 100
yeah,
or something,
it's
is it?
bad. It's killing me. The UV, the high. When
Yeah.
it says,
I
when it
told
says-
you, man.
Listen, when it says high UV warning today, and they tell you that,
Yeah, you
I
better-
can't.
you better
I
listen.
can't. No, by midday, I can't even move. It doesn't even matter if I have the central air on or not. Like it's just lay in bed, like curl up.
Wait, you really can feel it through the even when you have the air
I'm
conditioning on?
sensitive. Yeah, I'm sensitive to it. It's the sun is so bright. I get like sun poisoning.
Yeah, why do you think I moved away from there?
I'm not from here, bro.
Honestly.
But I'm starting to adapt.
Yeah, you'll evolve.
Oh yeah, I still love it. I mean, what I do is I've been going to the beach and it's like white sands and emerald water. And
It's better. Yeah, that helps. That
and
definitely
the warm
helps.
salt water is good for your fibromyalgia, man.
Totally.
I have fibromyalgia in my bones and my joints and everything. I lay in that warm water, it clears out my nostrils right away. Like all this snot comes out right the minute you get there, and feels good. Like, and then
Yeah, you know, if you're grounding if you're grounding if you're on the beach.
Yeah, you're grounded.
And it's really good.
And the white
It's really
sand
good.
it's not even messy. Like it brushes right off of you. It's clean.
Oh yeah, it's not like dirty. Yeah.
No, it's like it's so nice, man.
Yeah,
And,
it's good though. Keep doing that, dude. Honestly, keep doing that.
So the other day I'm sitting there, Scott, right? And the sand is so white, it's like snow, right? The water was crystal clear and emerald, and it was just starting to like the sky was like turning purple, like violet. The whole sky was violet. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, where am I? Like all of a sudden, like the sky's not blue anymore. This is like purple sky.
Actually, dude, this purple sky thing happened like just only like 10 years ago. I started noticing it like 10 years ago.
It wasn't like that in Florida all along?
No.
The Florida skies are crazy.
Yeah, I know. I told you a long time ago. They're spraying stuff up there or whatever. But like, yeah, the purple thing, about 10 or 12 years ago, I started noticing that. Yeah.
So final thoughts. Okay.
That was my final thought. Go ahead.
My final thoughts is on the bricks morphing. Do I know? Well, let's get Rye's final thoughts. What do you think? Can bricks morph into other stones? Rye?
That's a good one. I have seen some good photographic evidence of the bricks morphing into the giant blocks. That where you could actually kind of see the bricks still in there. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty compelling.
Yeah, I've seen some.
I'll leave it at that.
I'll say I've seen some really good evidence, photographic and video evidence. Oh, and where I was today, I seen bricks that look cooked and morphed, but
yeah,
I'm still on the fence, and I'm Buster Ray, and that's my slice of the mud.
Hey,
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Bitch, I'm talking about flat earth. I bet that you don't even think it fucking matters. You got me feeling like a tinfoil hatter. Whoa, you've been talking globe shit, I'm dropping that science. The globe is pseudo, I hope you don't fucking buy it. The flat earth's here, so you might as well try it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. On the fence, always looking for a prince, but I'm a true king, one you don't wanna miss. You're on my list, so pop the crisp, and I'll show you why the globe you should definitely diss. Yo, it's Rye Russ, infect you like a virus. On the microphone I bust, and in job we trust. Yeah, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's go.
My poetry is real, sticks in your head like my patent Lucille. Life it is gorgeous, just like the ladies. I'm a Rastaman, yeah, I have lots of babies. Some think I'm crazy, but that's not true. Crazy is the system that's in front of you, being attached to it like a baby to a tit. I'm flying through this matrix with no wings when I spit. So have no fear, the true kings are here. Conscious hip-hop coming direct to your ear. I said now have no fear, the true kings are here. Conscious hip-hop direct now to your ear. Flabbergasted when you hear this verse. It's almost Halloween, good time for a rehearse. I don't need no hex or Nucleonomicon. I was born the best, yeah, I'm number one. Andre, what do you say? I said I burn bad mind now every day with no delay, and that's all I do. Yeah, give it back to you. Oh shit, a Cybertruck. Every time I see one, I'm like, holy fuck, a Cybertruck. I can't believe we're in Minecraft and my name's Steve. I said, oh shit, a Cybertruck. Every time I see one, I'm like, holy fuck, a Cybertruck. I can't believe it's like we're in Minecraft and my name's Steve. More like the simulation has a disease. Please, Josh, won't you help me out? Sometimes I get so frustrated I just want to shout. But most of the time I just walk it out and just walk about. Roadblocks towards my destination, better change my route.
About flat earth, I bet that you don't even think it fucking matters. You got me feeling like a tinfoil hatter. Whoa, you've been talking globe shit, I'm dropping that science. The globe is pseudo, I hope you don't fucking buy it. The flat earth's here, so you might as well try it. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Your words ain't worth bird shit, they're worthless. They have no purpose. The earth is flat on the surface. You measure it's perfect. Let's go outside and smoke a bowl. What's the temperature? I don't know. Is it hot or is it cold? We accept the reality which we are presented. By being silent we have consented. Everything I say on this mic gets documented. Time to break through what they have cemented. You're trying to ruin my vibe or ruin my high. In my world, you do or you die. Stop repeating facts that they can't prove. We gon' win, they gon' lose. 4 in the morning and I'm smoking piff. I wanted some jiffy, but grab the jiff.
Sing it, bitch. Basic, we living in the matrix. NASA fakes it. Test the rap, I aced it. Spaceships don't take space trips. It's ridiculous and dangerous to our minds. Watching the Challenger exploded 8-6. In school eating Lay's chips. As my day shifts, I'll take the night. She said she likes it like this. I got words to play with. Read about it on page 6. I ain't been the same since I saw the earth is a flat disc. Now I get blackballed and blacklist. Fantastic, you globies flatulent. Your wife looks African and masculine. I knew it was a matrix since the Ford logo changes. Earth is flat like old soda pop. The moon is not a floating rock. Control the block, don't blow the spot. That was a warning shot. Sing it, bitch. Give it, give it, give it. Your soul. 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 Give it, give it. Your soul. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Say, so much trouble in the world today. When you see the simulation, everything is okay.
You can call me Rasta, even Andre. Cooking up the pasta with no delay. Portland, Oregon is the place where I play. Even when it's raining, I go out and say, hey, we got rivers, breeze, and trees. Everything now when you know I'm in need. I just get the weed from the corner store. Oh yeah, cause we got even more than you could even imagine. And you know it's the best, cause I just gonna have to puff out my chest. I don't need no ego though, cause it's been depleted. Everything now but the mystery's completed. Cause I know the truth why I'm in the booth. Cause I gotta come and just give it to you. Dr. Hawthorne, yeah, that's my name. Head of the nut house, they think I'm playing a game. Sovereign, yeah, my soul's intact. Bob Marley has returned, as a matter of fact. Shot the sheriff, no, I don't need no gun. Using my chainsaw is much more fun. Or maybe my bat, her name's Lucille. Think that I won't? Yeah, I probably will. I don't need no redemption when I'm singing this song. Sandy knows the hook, she's probably singing along. I don't condone violence though, because that shit's whack. I'd rather hit him with the music, as a matter of fact. When the music hits, it may cause you pain or ease your mind like Prince Purple Rain. I don't wanna sit and wait in vain. Your political circus, it is hurting my brain. I'm a sofa king, like an eagle I soar. I manifest to be the best, my chakras endure. I don't need medication, cause I'm feeling just fine. Lively up yourself with your spiritual wealth. Quit eating sugar, cause that shit's bad for your health. It's no wonder you're sick. Like in the look in your fridge is straight up disgusting what they fed you as a kid. Stop me no matter how hard you try. Go ahead and call the cops, they probably smoke it too. I will give it to them, take a big puff, blow it in the sky. Yeah, you know it's enough, we're gonna do it, pursue it every day and night. Late night live, yeah, we're gonna get it right. Keep it so true, yeah, just for you. All of these things, hip hop, what we pursue, we trouble in the world today. When you see the simulation, everything is okay. You can call me Rasta, even Andre. Cooking up the pasta with no delay. Portland, Oregon is the place where I play. Even when it's raining, I go out and say, hey, we got rivers, breeze, and trees. Everything now when you know I'm in need, I just get the weed.
I've seen stranger things than laser beams disintegrating the pavement when aimed at things aimed at me be dangerous deeds. Fire's natural behavior always takes the trees, but in these isolated events the fires leave entire trees, non-flammable materials disintegrated, while all the plants next to them make it. Not only do they make it, but they sit, yeah, they sit perfectly unscathed. Did you hear what I'm saying? Can you say my name? Latter-day Saints. Next time the dudes around you, they may try and surround you, but if the shoe fits, take it off and throw it on the ground too. So now you can get grounded just by standing around with no shoes on the land, dude. Start to feel the blood inside of your hands move, so the next time you're feeling bad, shoes the medical advice that I just ran through. We receive the relief we need just by word of mouth, but if you stay pessimistic, you only hurt yourself. Like the weapons of directed energy burnt your house, flat nasty at your service. Shout out to the ones that don't deserve the clout, ones that reworded the count and perverted it out. took away the confidence and furthered the doubt. So I give it back to him with the words that I spout, like a fountain that squirts in a drought. No point in complaining, girl, no pouts, it never ends well. So then tell me how much the nanofiber Microsoft Intel in your skin cells been held, CRISPR snipping at your stem cells. Tell me how it ends. Well, I've been exposing dudes since I knew. Act like you've been schooled. Actually, dude, I should have been clued about all the roofs that were blue that didn't get dude, that they're building back better. But that's never gonna happen, ever. All they've done is isolate and shroud us with frequencies. 5G's living in a cloud puff. Chemtrails that get inhaled, inhale on down us. 5G danger hanging around us. You've been bound up, been around. Weed killer, spilling in 15 minutes. Cities overcharging the starving for rent. Shitty, the propensity of those entities who resent us and against us is many, many men, many, many men. Wish death upon free energy. Dog, I don't rely no more. Don't need high-speed internet to survive this war. Which war are you referring to? The reoccurring goo being sprayed in the sky by airplanes that keep blazing right by. Falls to the ground and gets under your feet, but it's over your head. This thunder that keeps cracking open the dome. No wonder it leaks. But as far as leaks in the government, please, no such thing as whistleblowers. That's government cheese. Other than these what? Other than these nuts that only your mother can squeeze. Sample my DNA and that covers my genes. No wonder I bleed when crip walking over objects at a 300 degrees. They call me SpongeBob, but wear pants living under the seas. With new vaccine for every made-up discovered disease. Another belief, believe me, it doesn't come cheap.
Mazda? Once you discover the
Did you ever have one of those days, you know, one of those days when you just don't want to get out of bed that day, so you just lay in bed? One of those days when you just don't want to wake up, you don't want to get up, you don't want to do a damn thing.
Sometimes I just want to close my eyes and fade away. I wish I was a kid again. Sometimes I talk with the old gray that died away. I just want to live again. Sometimes I just lay in bed all day and sleep my life away. I hope God is listening. Sometimes I just turn everything off and isolate. I just ain't fitting in. Oh, I wanna go back to sleep again and close my eyes and close my eyes. Oh, I wanna go back to sleep again and close my eyes and close my eyes.
I'll give a damn about your programming, man. You don't know me from a ham sandwich. 9/11, yeah, we know the man planned it. I studied Earth and the Earth ain't a damn planet. Boston, it's tough to do a dab with no dab stick, but yabba dabba do, Ray rhymes with that sick. My lighter ran out, hand me the matchstick. You'll never ever see a rock full of magic. My rhymes are venom, attack them with the pen and end them. There's no pretending, if you're my friend till the end. King, truth is, you wanna know what the truth brings? Me, these raps in accordance with my mood swings. So stay stuck in the past, cause I'm moving on to new things.
Sometimes I just wanna close my eyes and fade away. I wish I was a kid again. Sometimes I talk with the old Ray, he died light away. I just wanna live again. Sometimes I just lay in bed all day and sleep my life away. I hope God is listening. Sometimes I just turn everything off and isolate. I just ain't fitting in. Oh, I wanna go back to sleep again and close my eyes and close my eyes. Oh, I wanna go back to sleep again and close my eyes and close my eyes.
Cause ignorance is bliss. You wanna step to this? I'll throw you in my wok, cook you like Wagyu beef. Cause I'm the motherfucking chief, or better yet the chef. Hit you with the right then the left. Smack your eardrum, leave you motherfucking deaf. And then that's for real, like Ross's Baton Lucille. True kings, you already know the deal. Did you choose the red or blue pill? Did you choose the red or blue pill?
it's just a cup.
Yeah, right. And the Earth is flat.
Motherfuckers think it's as easy as go gadget live streams, garbage streams and trash, but they do not surprise me. They do not surprise me. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as go gadget live stream. The rising always rises to the level that your eyes see. That your eyes see.
Every time I clutch the mic, you can see the wheels spinning like a rusty bike. Don't trust my wife, honey, that's enough advice. One wrong move, you can fuck your life. It's cold as crusted ice, I'm nice. Being broke is a career, my life is smoke and mirrors. This ain't the happy stuff that you hope that you would hear. Boston Ray, level head, I never said y'all just ain't ready yet. Monopoly, get off my property for free. Ain't no stopping me, constantly a monstrosity. At the top you see
no more. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as go gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. They do not surprise me. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as go gadget live stream. The rising always rises to the level that your eyes see. That your eyes see. Motherfuckers think it's so easy, but the shit ain't easy. I'm trying to find a girl like Jada calm breezy, but not too sleazy. Gotta meet my moms, rolling up fat blunts of flat earth farms. And we know it's flat, it's not a textbook fact. But planes fly level, and you can check that. They got a gyroscope, don't be a rope-a-dope. And stay out of the crosshairs of my sniper-scope. No more. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as go gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. They do not surprise me. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as go gadget live stream. The rising always rises to the level that your eyes see. That your eyes see. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as go gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. They do not surprise me. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as go gadget live stream. The horizon always rises to the level that your eyes see. That your eyes see.
credit card and heaven was saved. The earth is flat and I don't need an evidence bag. If it weren't for the Lord, it would have never been made. My arms are set up and laid, all like the stars, moon and sun are fixed like a clock, so we can measure the days, seasons, and years. In heaven, we'd never be slaves. Believing the globe could affect you in negative ways. Boston Ray, you're getting even better with age. I won't be sympathetic, my man. I'm real, not synthetic. My name is Ray and I'm ecstatic and came. Ray, you messed up the game. The mudflood is my name. Get out of my aim. The controllers are pathetic and lame. Don't let them mess up your day. Your brains will catch up, I pray. And tell myself it's a deception they made. No correction the day we debunked the globe. The game was never the same. Ray, you're so clever, behave.
We got the aviation data. I told the punk flow, we see you later. They want to talk about facts. Why the stars got no parallax. Ride Ray roster, we about to go in. You can tell a Globy by the look of his chagrin, yo. We check the data, and planes fly level. Better check yourself, you might be worshiping the devil, yo.
Straight for the crown. True kings, yeah, that's how we get down. Every night and day. The earth may be flat, but I don't know, hey. Well, I know that they be lying. People want to come and just say that they fry and go to Antarctica, do their thing. Well, I don't even know if they went, what you saying. But I know that if you're gonna hit a vape, whoa, you best tell the truth, cause True King's up in the booth. Yeah, we're gonna get loose, so they shake your caboose. Out on the dance floor, begging for the music, you know you want more. Yeah, it's true. We come do what we do, fine like wine, tune like my guitar, smelling dank like the weed in the jar. Generally, yeah, well that's my car. Drive to the ocean, I can see too far. Don't need to go to Antarctica to know that it's phony. Will make the earth shake and process you like baloney. True kings, hip-hop delivery of good things. That's the truth. Thanks and praise for what I do. Dr. Hawthorne, wakey wakey, I'm standing at your grave. Time to hop up and not be a slave. Yeah, connect with the source and engage. Turn the page, because every day is a new chapter in this movie that we're watching and that we're after. At the fires they're burning down in California. I thought I warned you.
True kings with fate.